Stupid tech. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Evandale and Kill City Sinners, Part 2. So we... Technology the past several days has just been, well, I'll put it to you this way, it's befitting for a cyberpunk game, which is exactly what Kill City Sinners is. You like that segue?
Hey, wow.
Anyway, I wanted to say, hey, thank you, like I did in parts 1 and 2 of this, of these takes. Major shout out to Erin for the masterful master of ceremonies that was Erin over the past several games that we've had here in Kill City Sinners. That was a lot of fun, and this seat that I'm sitting in right now feels really, really strange. But we're going to get right into the action, and mind you, this action, you don't need to know anything about any of these characters if you just happen to be joining us. You don't need to know anything about the past. Everything is going to be afresh, and this tonight is a one-shot. So we're just going to pick it up from there. But first, a couple of announcements. Erin with the TTRPG Collective.
Do you like Bitcoin? Neither do we. Come on over to the TTRPG Collective.
Oh, I thought you were talking Greenpeace.
Oh, no. Fuck that. No. Today was all wage theft, which isn't real, kids. Anyways, come on over to the TTRPG Collective, where we're doing some actually fun, productive shit with our friends. We've got games, we've got friendship, we've got games, and it's great. All we're missing is
we've got like advice and writing. And
oh yeah. Then there's the professional development, and also, but then there's the personal development, and that's really the crux of it, isn't it? So anyways, come on in. If you join now, you get a free Bitcoin, one whole Bitcoin.
A whole one.
You have to fight me for it, though.
Big one.
Yeah, you have to fight Mike for the Bitcoin.
I hold on to all of them, and I'm not going to tell you where I am. You gotta come find me.
Thank you for putting that stipulation in there, because otherwise the legal eagles out there are going to go, I'm going to join and get like 33 grand because that's the cost of one Bitcoin.
It's funny you say that. We have the Collective's legal eagle in chat right now, and you know what he's going to say? I am not your lawyer.
Hey, thanks for not being our lawyer. Thanks for not being a little snitch.
Anyways, that is, he's like, shit. All right. Anyways, that's it.
Link is in the chat. Go in there. Go join the Collective. It's free. It's fun. And you are hereby ordered to do so.
We don't make the rules.
Yeah, no, we don't make the rules. Well, no, we actually totally do. Kevin.
Hey, that's me. That happens to be my name. I sent something in chat so everybody can jump in because I'm LARP Genie, and I do a thing called LARPing. And one of my favorite, if not the best thing, but in my opinion, in all the reviews I've done for the 39 LARPs I've attended my entire life, past decade was last week, by the way. Boop, drop that in there. Is Drakenfest. Drakenfest US is going to be happening in like 6 months. Well, probably will actually, no, my bad, 7 months from now. And the early bird tickets just came on, and they're super cheap. So get them now so that you don't get them for double their price when you get really, really close. And come watch me be the Red Avatar, a fifth dimensional being that represents violence, passion, and fire. Fire and fury, y'all. That's all I got.
I would like to say thank you to our Patreon patrons and to all those who are constantly subbing over here. So a shout out to our Patreon folks. Lonely Tortoise, who's the monarch of Evandale at the highest tier, coming in as an absolute savior, helping keep the torches lit. As well as a Crazy C. We have Dustin, Wandering Tailspinner, Erin, Jason, Joe P. You know who you are. David has been around since like 2019, and bringing it in is Frank and Danny, who are just absolutely amazing people that have been a part of this. Who have been just the oldest of them all, going back all the way back to December 13, 2018. They have been absolutely amazing, helping keep everything running here. So, guys, thank you so much for... what the fuck did you just do?
I just did a thing.
You just did... Fuck yeah, you did a thing. Jesus. Kevin. Wow. All right. Damn, dude, thank you. Thank you for helping keep, and I'd like to give a shout out to our own Kevin over there for helping fund the stream and keeping shit alive. So y'all are freaking murdering. So yeah, LARP Genie. And if you guys are interested in supporting, then there's the Patreon link, etc. KJ and me, I can only Patreon for a month, but I'd hope it was an honorable mention. You absolutely are, and 100% to past and present the patrons. There's no such thing as a small contribution or an unnoticed contribution. You guys have been like literally keeping this engine running. Internet bills get paid with Patreon, and it's not even a joke. You guys are it. So thank you so much for everything that you guys are doing. With that, any questions from the crew about tonight's game before we get going? I imagine not.
I'm excited.
You're excited?
I'm excited.
All right. Well, I don't
Happy
know.
to be here.
I say we start playing. We are well. Most of us are back. Four-fifths of us are currently here, and we are about to pick up with. There we go. There's Haybon.
No, I'm on my. I have to do something. I just wanted to let you know. I almost walked into the other room to ask you if you can open this.
Oh my god. Yeah, you guys don't know on the outside world. Y'all don't know that we're in two separate places, but half the time we're actually together, just separated by a little wall. So.
I got it.
Little you got okay. So
yeah.
Anyway, so where we are picking up, the sinners have essentially found out a lot about the city over the past several years of their life, but the recent months alone have been just absolutely insane, with no real chance to even take in anything of their own history, take in anything personal, a little like a beach episode, as it might be called. But and tonight, unfortunately, no exception. With one tiny exception, tonight we're going to dive into one of the characters' backgrounds. We're going to find out a little bit about one of the people, their family, and where they could have possibly wound up. And so tonight we're turning inward as opposed to the global problems of the city. We're going to take a step outside of that city. Killison is now a shadow in the back, and 4 people have come together. But first we're going to go around. We're going to find out how they all came together. And Mike, you as your new character, you're going to be coming in last to fit into tonight's narrative. Stacie, who are you and who are you playing? And then pass it over to somebody else other than Mike, which just means Kevin.
For sure. Thank you.
Counterclockwise.
Hi, I'm Stacie the Linguist, and I am playing Andromeda. Andromeda is a tech-savvy street goblin, a teenager, 17-year-old, punkish, skinny little twig who spends her days crafting away and making her machinations come to life in her little garage. But, does some stuff on the side to help liberate the city from corpo scumballs and douchebags. Kevin!
Hello everybody. I'm playing Kode. He is an organic, which means that he has nothing in his body that has been surgically implanted, including the thing that helps him see pretty much everything that everybody else does at any given point, and relies heavily on outside tech to interact and help with the sinners. More of an everyman, loves to parkour, hates being on camera. So he does what he can to free those folks who are oppressed by the annoying and very much so subjugating corpo world.
And Erin will be back in just a few. You know what? Let's find out how we meet this new person. Who are you, Mike? And who are you playing? And how did they come to be in the Sinners?
Hi, I'm Mike. You might not have recognized me because I shaved.
He's a new man.
Yeah. Give me a week and the beard will be back.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yes. At the end of the last adventure, the character I was playing, Zephyr, actually retired. He's said, you know what? I've had enough of this. I have enough money to cash out, so I'm going to do exactly that. So today, instead of playing Zephyr, I will be playing Brother Alfred, the Seeker. But since Erin's back, we can wait to introduce me if you want.
No, go ahead.
Sure. Brother Alfred is a very thin to the point of being like emaciated man, like balding, kind of hunched in these like tattered, stained brown robes. He used to operate a soup kitchen, giving out food to people who could not afford their own and delivering it to them if they couldn't make it out to the soup kitchen. Then one day while he was out delivering food, he came back to find that the kind of rundown church of Our Lady of Immaculate Suffering that he worked out of had been bulldozed to create a rib stickers location.
God
As
damn
a
it,
sort of
Mike.
as an act of sort of corporate cosmic vengeance, he has taken his show on the road and occasionally moonlights as a delivery worker for Hal's, while still trying his best to feed the people of the city, even if that means that he ends up not eating.
That is
Sticker's coming back strong.
that is so good.
Ridiculous. I love it.
So good.
And
Mike, you're a genius.
True to
You
my
know that, right?
true to my penchant for playing characters that need to roll things at the beginning of the game, I will now roll my communion.
Okay. I don't even know anybody's playbook, so if you do have something to roll, go ahead, Mike.
I got a partial success.
Okay.
So my want for my faith, which is hunger, manifests, but I also manifest my surplus, which for me is -1 cred and 1 answer.
And what are our choices?
So I will pull them back up because I accidentally closed my sheet.
Okay, that's fair.
I have it right here.
All
I didn't
right.
close it. I was lying.
Liar.
So these questions aren't quite like the kind that you get from like Probe or from when you were playing Char, the Birth, where it's like a question with a solid answer that builds on the world. This is more of a guide, like kind of guiding question that I am working towards understanding through my meditation and actions. So I think the question I'm going to ask is, should I practice more patience, tolerance, forbearance, acceptance, and endurance?
That's an or.
Is it an or?
Is it an or?
It doesn't say or anywhere.
Oh, should you practice it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want me to pick one of those, I'll say, should I practice
No.
forbearance?
I if it's an and thing, then I'll give you an all-inclusive answer.
It does not have any sort of conjunctions in it.
Oh no. Oh,
It is
all right.
all separated by commas.
It sounds like it's free for you to do it, like
Yeah.
answer how you'd like.
A monk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
and-
open.
Yeah, until I change this to another question, it will be understood that this, in tandem with my beliefs, is what I seek.
Perfect. Do you have hold on, and that's on your sheet? Which one?
It's in the section, the questions.
Beliefs, right?
Oh, my beliefs I do have.
Oh no,
If you
which
want me
one?
to share
Which
them.
one did you roll? Oh, communion. No.
I rolled communion.
Communion. Okay, cool. And where's your list? The list is not here.
The list for communion is in my faith on my sheet.
Copy.
Oh, sorry. The list of questions is on. I'm just looking at the
On the PDF?
sheet on the PDF.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and we're going to work together to create this. You ready?
Sure.
Of the things that you have been that you've been tested on the most within Callisto City, what is it?
The thing that's tested me the most is kind of in two parts. The first is people who come with a front of need that I then see, you know, essentially people who are saying that they need the charity that I'm providing through this.
Of the things that you've had to endure, of the problems that Brother Alfred has constantly seen, what is the one that he has the most problem with internally? What is his reaction?
Internally, the one that he has the most problem with is people who use violence to get what they need. It is one of the tenets of his faith that the weak need to be sheltered and protected. But he himself sees violence as an option of last resort. So he really struggles with how he can protect and provide for people without resorting to that.
Does Brother Alfred have the ability to see things from someone else's perspective, including those that have no other choice but to resort to violence?
He does. He has a large amount of empathy for it. I think in his past, before he came to the faith, he was a very violent individual. He still carries the weapons that he carried as a, mercenary.
Mm-hmm.
But with the edges permanently dulled by, hours and hours of grinding them against the concrete of walls and sidewalks.
So, wow, that's a lovely metaphor. So literally the city has worn down his edge.
Yep.
Okay. Yet does he experience anger when he sees violence on someone else when they're trying to get what they need?
Not anger. It makes him sad. It makes him,
okay.
It makes him sad both for the person committing the violence and the person on the receiving end of it, but also just for the state of things. And
is that sadness does that sadness hold him back and prevent him from moving forward in some way?
In a way, I think the kind of sadness that he associates with violence prevents him from taking a more active role in the defense of the innocent.
Yeah.
He's still trying to come to terms with a worldview that can include this concept of noble violence.
Okay. So I would say that he needs to work on more on the balance between reality and his own morals, and learning how to really adjust to the situation, fully understanding some just don't give a shit what he thinks or anything, and he's going to have to learn how to adapt. Is that acceptable?
Extremely.
Okay. Lastly, we have Erin coming in or returning as Haven. Haven has been away. Who are you? Who do you represent? And etc. Okay, give me the goods.
Hey, Haven Callisto. I think Haven probably feels like she represents herself, but she knows deep down that she represents a lot of people who take on the hardships of the city, and whether that's being houseless or being hunted or by corpos or whatever. She told Kode before she left that she was going to do some recon on his brother because she just had a feeling that he was up to no good after Mama V's death.
Kode, what is your brother's name?
He calls him Fick, but his name is Figaro.
Figaro, but yep. Fick, F-I-C-K?
Yep.
Okay. How old is he?
23.
When was the last time, Kode, you saw your brother?
5 years ago, when he went to go to some corporation that the family had never heard of. His mother was okay with it. Kode was not.
When he was young, what was the most favorable thing you remember about Fick?
He was one of the few folks that could keep up with Cody when playing catch on the rooftop of the building that they were living on.
So he was athletic, agile?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was as a young person, long before he reached the age of 23, what is something that you began to notice that carried through to his adulthood that initially gave you warning and later you would realize it just got worse?
He is stubborn once he's convinced of something. There have been very few instances where he has changed his viewpoints, whether that be with self-awareness, philosophically, or with observing his environment. If he believes something, once he learns about it, he's stuck in his ways.
Really? Okay. Is there any time when it just becomes more and more problematic, and there's a particular incident that was the marker that, prior to this incident, there might have been a chance that he could have had a more open mind, but after this incident, it just, got locked in. What was that incident?
When our father died, he decided almost the next day, out of defiance, not even defiance, because he was very, very, very amicable with our father. He got the chip that everybody gets in the back of their head and he said it was in memoriam to father, when he just didn't see the ideologies that he had in the first place, and just went right over his head everything that our father taught us.
And Dad told you that augmentations are bad, or to always, okay, and to always remain independent from the control of the city, the control of the corporations, the control. Okay.
Yep. Entire system.
To Cody's best guess, what is something that Fick is most likely regretting right now?
What he most likely regrets is something that he doesn't even know happened, which was the death of Mama V.
Wow. And of those things he does know?
Of the things he does know, it's that his brother may or may not have abandoned the connection that they once had.
Okay. Haven, you've been on the trail of Ficaro, aka Fick, Cody's brother, now for a couple of weeks. And can you give us a little bit of insight as to not so much where you've been, but some of the problems that you had in trying to locate Fick?
Yeah, so I think that because Haven and Cody have history, Cody has probably mentioned a couple of times that Fick was like a lot more agile than when they were younger.
Yeah.
So it's like an offhand comment, and she's just now realizing what that means, as she thought that parkour, keeping up with Cody, was tough, and she's spent there's a few times where she's probably got old bandaged up legs and shit from all the times that she's like short measured something, and she's run right into a fire escape thing, and she's like, God fucking damn it, this guy, he wasn't kidding, this guy sucks, and she's trying to keep up with this guy. Not that he's evading her, but that he's doing shit somewhere.
Oh, so on your surveillance of Fick is just bouncing around all over the place, just like Cody, but even more so.
Yeah.
All right, so he's very hard to track. What was the last thing that you noticed about Fick's condition, however you determine that?
He looked so Haven had been kind of sniping, empathy sniping outside his window for a while, and noticed that there was a pulsing of anxiety coming from his like safe house at the time.
Okay.
And something that was like quicker than usual.
Okay.
Like he's like something is happening that's causing him to be real worked up.
And when did you lose his trail?
I think she went on this like no sleep bender for a little bit, just to try to like pinpoint what the anxiety was. Anxiety is something that's really hard for her to break because cracking through that is like impossible.
I'm going to give you can I speak with Haven? I'd like to hear these words through Haven's eyes. What is it like for that anxiety, etc.? So Haven, when you lost, what did you notice and when did you lose him?
I mean, I was sorry. Okay. Deets?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't ask for favors much, but I could really use your fucking help. I'm in a bit of a pickle, and Cody's gonna get pissed.
All right, what's going on? Okay, hold on. I gotta get out of this airplane.
Get out of that. What are you doing? We don't. Kill City doesn't have an airport.
Taylor bought me one for a birthday.
Oh, he bought you an airport? That's really sweet.
Yeah,
Hold on. Back on
Hi.
focus.
All right,
Okay.
I'm back.
All right. Hey. All right. Cool. So listen. Short story. Long.
Yeah.
I've been following Fick. You know Fick.
Yeah.
Cody's Fick.
Yeah.
Following him for a bit. I can't find him. I woke up like 2 seconds ago. I can't find him. I don't know where he is. I need you to do your thing in the sky that you do, where you're like, and you do the thing. And find him.
Are you gonna ask me for the last time that you saw him? Is that okay? Hold on. Let me find out where you were at the last time that you. Hey, hold on for a second. I'm getting a transmission. Somebody called KJ just tipped the center $7. That's
fuck
pretty
yeah.
fucking cool. Hold on for a second.
You know what we're gonna spend that on? We're gonna spend that on
No,
new
Corporal Green already
drones.
took it. No, it just paid a bill.
you-
It just paid a bill.
damn it.
So, oh well.
Okay. Well, it's gonna get you new equipment so you can find the target that I lost.
Well, yeah, okay, so thanks for putting the onus on me of where you lost Vic. So, let me see if I can get you an answer. This is gonna be...
This isn't even my fucking job, man. I just like
well,
tell people.
You took the job, it sounds
where
like.
to
I mean,
get-
Cody kind of put you in charge, right?
Well, no, I offered. This is the problem, is I'm too nice. I get close to people, I get attached, I start naming them, giving them
Haven,
cute little
I mean,
like.
you're good at what you do, Haven. And people need you. 'cause
Okay,
there's not
don't
too
make
many.
it weird, Deets.
I'm
Can you
not.
just find him for me, please?
I'm not Taylor. I'm treating her nice. Stop it.
Yeah, listen to Taylor. He got you an airport. He could take it away.
He didn't actually give me an airport. He bought me a remote-controlled airplane, and he called our bathroom the fucking airport.
That's really fucking adorable. I love this. I can't wait to see it, but I really need to fucking find Fick, please.
Okay. Well, where was the last time? Where'd you last see him?
Literally right in front of me. Like maybe
Where
like
were
I don't
you?
know, 50. Like I'm across the street. I'm on fucking what's the west?
You're here. You're right outside the. Hold
No. I'm in the west. That west district. That's like really super west, where you can like look out over the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, there. Across the street from I don't know cross streets. They don't have any fucking signs out
There's
here.
no streets anymore. Everyone's like salvage all the aluminum from the street signs.
Yeah, exactly. But it's I don't know. There's a block next to me and a big tall wall on the other side.
Jesus. Oh, yeah. Were you in a dark area?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. At least
okay.
it'll give me a little bit of an excuse as to why I lost him.
Okay. Hold on for a second. Let me just. Okay. According to where you last disappeared, right? So you were right by one of the exits to the city. The only thing I have is like some broken down security cam that used to be serviced, not anymore, and I have just a little bit of a blip. Right after your signal left that area, there was another one that also exited, and it was of a chipped person. So the question I have for you is was Fick chipped?
I guess I'm gonna assume yes. Everybody is kind of
Hold
not
on for a
everybody.
second, hold
Most
on.
people.
Hey, Cody. Cody, you there?
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, sorry, did I just wake you? Anyway, just out of curiosity, Haven's doing something. Was Fick chipped?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back. Yeah, Haven, he was chipped.
Wait,
Cody,
where did
I'm
you
sorry. I'll be right with you, Cody.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
What? I was talking to Cody.
Did you tell him what happened? Did you tell him I lost his brother?
No,
Don't fucking do that.
No, I didn't do
Are
that.
you a narc?
Haven, I didn't. Stop. You're reacting to, like, the veil. You're not even reacting to reality right now.
Wow. I didn't take you as a gaslighter. Have you told Taylor this?
Oh, my God. No, I'm a gaslighter. It's... Anyway, listen, he's chipped, so chances are hold on. Fuck.
Just do the thing that you do.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Looks like he got out. Yeah, he's headed west out of the city.
What the fuck? I can't go out of the city. That fucking wall is super tall.
All right.
And there's turrets everywhere.
Yeah, but Fick, I mean, everything that you've been telling me about him, that he just bounces around all over the damn place, he found a way out. So if you're gonna go look for him, I suggest you meet up with everyone else and then find a way to head out.
Cody's gonna be fucking pissed. All right, well, whatever. You know what? Enjoy your fucking airport. I'm gonna hang up.
Brother Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, why do I always catch everybody with a mouthful of food? I am so sorry.
That's my secret. I'm always eating.
How did Alfred come in contact? And from this point forward, everyone, you are your characters. Narrate how you all came together. That's the role-playing challenge of the hour.
I mean, I think it's not really much of a challenge for Alfred coming into this group. Haven is known as somebody who helps the downtrodden of the city.
Let's see that happen.
Yeah. I think Alfred probably met Haven out delivering food sometime, or like assisted with some of the same operations that Haven worked with.
You're new to me. Are you new to this?
Food distribution, or the particular organization, or the
collective?
Yes, I was formerly operating out of Our Lady of Immaculate Suffering. It was...
Yeah. We're the secular one. Cool. Okay. What are you carrying? What's this?
Well, this is what little food I could... Well, what I had with me when the church was bulldozed. I figured it would do better with somewhere with actual, storage capabilities.
Shit. Did you like run in there like burning building and everything to save this food?
I wish I could say it was that heroic. This is simply what I had with me as I was making my rounds. I returned to the church to pick up some more and trade some things out, and
all right.
I returned to a pile of rubble.
All right. And what's your, just for shits and giggles, what's your stance on like corporate Killison City?
Well, they bulldozed my church to build a chain restaurant, so
okay, cool.
Not the biggest fan.
Heard. All right. Sam, can you get the stuff out and distribute, I guess. We're a little short-staffed right now. It's kind of like busy time of year. What's your name?
Brother. Well, I guess with no church, just Alfred is fine.
Is that like a father, pastor?
Brother.
Brother. Okay. Do you care what I mean? Alfred?
Yeah, Alfred.
Okay. Cool. Haven. Cool. I can't pay you. I hope that's okay.
No, wouldn't dream of taking money for this.
Cool. Okay. How do you feel about firearms?
I don't carry them personally, but I don't hold it against anyone that does.
Excellent. And I move very strategically, move my weapon away, out of sight. Cool. Well, thanks for the food. Thanks for understanding about not getting paid. Sorry about your church.
If you're short-staffed, I can help deliver.
Excellent. You're hired. Again, for free. It's a volunteer position. Internship. Room for growth, right?
Certainly, I don't have a resume, but if I did, that would look pretty good on it.
That's okay. You don't need one. We're good.
Yeah, I think, like, kind of moving from one charity setup to the next, he just kind of resumes delivering food to people, and when he has money from, like, doing runs for Hal's, puts it into A, acquiring food, and B, trying to set some people up with, like, the bare minimum that can be considered housing, just like a little, 8x8 unit in the wall of the pit.
Excellent.
I don't know how you guys are coming together. This is all in your hands now. The world is yours.
Cool. So actually, I could use you for something. I need a ride when Sam's done unloading. I gotta go meet somebody who's probably mad at me. Maybe a little bit.
Ring, 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 ring,
I would
ring,
be
ring.
happy to accompany you.
Hold on. This is what?
Oh, of course.
1 second. Hey, buddy. What's up?
Why the fuck did Dietz call me about my brother?
It's really hard to hear you. I'm in a tunnel. And
Great. I'll get back to you. Click. He does another call to Andromeda. Ring, 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 ring.
You hear Andromeda like shouting at someone really quick. Well, get the mother. It's not that hard to pick it up and move it over there. What, Cody? What the fuck?
All right. So, one, I know you're gonna fucking answer the phone like an asshole, like you usually do. But also, it's nice to hear from you.
I'm busy now.
It's been
I got
weeks.
A shit ton of money.
It's been weeks. You've been doing your thing. I get it. I would like to fucking communicate with you on a friendly level at some point. Is that understandable?
I am friendly. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a fucking lie. Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
Haven's up to something.
Okay.
I'll give you the ping that I just got literally a minute ago. I'm gonna forward it over to you in 1 second. Please help in between what's going on. I need to see what the fuck she's been up to. And he sends it over.
So the ping that you sent me, it was about Dietz calling, asking for where. Okay. So I see that, and I'm gonna say, I mean, I haven't been looped in on this, so I don't know. But you're saying you want me to scope out? You want me to scope out Haven and see if she's been up to something sketch?
Yeah, cause she's avoiding me, cause she knows I'm gonna be fucking mad, cause she probably like got him killed or something, and I don't know. Worst case scenario. I don't know what the fuck's happening right now. I was asleep. I've been working for fucking 40 something hours, and I just wanted a goddamn nap, and I just laid down.
Dude, I mean, you're not the only one who's running on black coffee and dreams. But okay.
Hold on, wait. Do you have like the organic coffee still, or are you getting that synth shit?
Well, dude, since we got paid, I've made a few upgrades. Not
all
like
right.
those kind. Not like those kind. Not
Yep.
ew.
Yep. Oh,
Look,
yeah.
no,
All right.
No, but
Fuck,
like
man.
you fucking know, you get it. Like, my lifestyle's just like a little bit different. We got better coffee in my garage. For not just me, but like a few people, if you know what I mean.
You have goons.
I
They're
wouldn't
probably
call them goons.
No,
so
they are
much
goons.
like no, they're
No.
they're not fucking goons. Okay, they're co-owners in like a thing that I'm doing. Okay, don't worry about it. But it's really fucking cool. But don't ask about it. So what? All right, you want me to scope out Haven? I can do that. I can totally do. I can do that right now. I can do that in my sleep. All right, give me like 5 minutes and hangs up.
He's up to something. My fucking head. Off, and he lays back down.
And so Andromeda in between like directing people and sending messages and like getting shit done in her own little situation, she'll go in and put like a ping out for and not like a weird ping or anything, just like a subtle little, given that I know all of this information about Haven, this is where I can probably find like her chip and her gear and like all of this stuff and kind of like triangulate.
Hold on, we don't know how would you tell us, how do we know what your character is thinking unless we hear her explain it to someone?
Oh, get a role play.
Role play.
Ooh, this will be fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. First person, man. We've been doing this for a little bit. Role play.
I know. We're getting the swing of things. Hey, you motherfucking bitch! Answer the phone.
Hey.
Not you. I'm specifically picking Char. I thought Steve picked that up, but I was like, I should specify.
Oh, hey, Andromeda.
Hey, okay. So we're not gonna ask any questions, but I do need a little bit of like veil interference on this. I'm trying to triangulate somebody.
Oh, I mean, I might be able to. What's in it for me? I'm on vacay. I'm like totally on vacay right now.
It'll take you like 2 fucking seconds because you've got like a supercomputer in your face. So
All right,
like,
go ahead.
it's not that big of a deal.
All right, who are we talking about?
We're talking about Haven.
Oh, well that's easy. Hold on.
I know it is. I'm just saying I needed like a dash of veil interference. I've got
Dash or Bell interference, or is
everywhere.
the great like hacker extraordinaire like actually asking me
Yeah,
for
okay,
something?
but look, I'm in the middle of a bit of a production and my veil access isn't fabulous, okay?
Sure, Haven's at work.
Great. Where at
Oh,
work?
sorry.
Because I
Check
know
out
it like
the- look,
pops around.
Sure, you remember where Syntax Club is? Off to the west of that, next district. The crossroads are Cross and 14th. You should be able to find it.
Send it to my Omni tool, will ya, bitch?
Yeah, I'm putting that into
Thanks,
the curse jar.
bye. Hangs up.
You get a thing, it comes back and it goes, not until you say please.
You get back just the letters PZ.
Map is sent.
Fantastic. Cody, your visor pings.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on.
And on your visor is like a map with a hot dot in it of, and it just is labeled Haven.
All right. Take this off of me. I'm the go. And a little sluggish, Cody gets up. He puts on his retrofitted those little hover boots on the side of his regular boots, and he grabs a quick rag, washes it under the faucet, takes off his visor, gets his face, finishes getting dressed, walks by a little memoriam to his mom. Him and his mom gives it a little brush and starts heading downstairs from the new upgrade of the apartment where they once lived. Well, he heads through the front door, security access now at that entrance. About 15 feet from that doorway is one of the side entrances to the Syntax. He walks out of right through the front, and he looks at the entrance to the Syntax with its little scoped loop to the front pathway under its archways, and he hails a hover cab.
Door opens.
He hops in.
Hey, bud, where you going?
Crossing 14th.
Hold on. As soon as it cleared up, you go through the city streets. It's always damp, as usual. City, cyberpunk after all. When you finally get across the way, you can see that there's like a roadblock set up. Someone's been murdered. Crime scene UCU's on the thing. They shine bright lights in there. They ask for ID. Everyone's constantly checked. The cabbie hands it over. Then a couple of minutes later, after hold up, crossing 14th comes.
Thank you for doing business. Rib stickers, come and get your fresh meat.
Oh.
He taps the appropriate funds over and hops out of the cab with very, very little interaction. Walking up to the front, knowing he doesn't have to, he knocks on the front.
Yeah, the
front door
establishment
for
itself,
Haven.
tons of people are either inside, outside, or around the place. Either way, looks like that it's fairly busy inside.
He knows, again, almost out of habit with all this crowd, with all the crowds around, everyone in front. He goes to the side. He checks to the side of the building, looking up at the fire escape with fond memories, and then down to the side entrance for maintenance. He takes out something that's very, very old, at least in use here, and it's a key. And he adjusts the very old school lock. It pops, still works. He looks back, checks for the cameras, and enters through the side, locking the door behind him. And in the dark corridor of this area, he goes straight through the heat map to where, on the ping of the map, Haven is, but does so quietly.
All right, Sam is almost done. You're doing great for your first week. Yay. God, it's taking for fucking ever.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Okay, Sam, you're awesome. Just another. I really appreciate the ride, by the way, Alfred. We'll get there soon. I just want to get it over with. Cool. Living in guilt. This is great.
If you want to, I mean, I don't have a church anymore. I'm still a priest. You might be secular, but talking about these things can help.
Okay. Well, listen, you sound like 12 therapists ago. There's a reason that therapist is 12 ago. I'm fine. You are exuding this disgusting cotton candy kindness, and it's really making my eyeballs hurt. Itch, really. But no offense. This is not...
I'm taken.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
regret that my manner causes that.
Oh God, it's getting worse. All right, we'll work
I'll
on
be
that.
quiet then.
No, you'll be. I don't know. Just just gonna go around the side to check on the back to see how many more crates.
You go into the back, and there stands a Kode.
Oh boy! Hey! I was on my way to see you. You could have waited. I was on my way there.
If I hear you like yell like that, I think I like jump out and I like. There's no like weapon obviously on the side, but there's a hand that goes into like a fold of the robes. Just, is everything okay?
Fuck are you?
I'm Alfred.
Brother Alfred. He's a man of the Lord. So be nice.
Yeah.
He's watching.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, boss. I won't be needing your services. Haven.
Okay.
Haven, I got a fucking question.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Cause you know I can do that thing where I can tell where there's bullshit, right? Just like you can.
Fuck, I forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah.
No, listen, I was on my way to tell you. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I did what you told me to. I scoped out. I followed your brother for like 2 weeks. I don't know if you remember that. It's been a bit. Every day, I am running on like 2 seconds of sleep. And about that, I woke up and he was gone. Just,
Right.
I forgive you, Haven.
Is this a thing where you're trying to like find faith?
No, it's not a
through
fucking
this?
thing.
So no. So is that why you want me to say that? Here, fucking, I'll write it down for you. Fucking, if you couldn't handle that, like, you know what? Nah, this isn't even on you. This is on me. I am sorry, Haven. I am sorry that I put this task on you, because I didn't, really. I knew that this would happen. So...
You knew I'd lose him?
Yeah, I did.
What, do you not, like, trust me? I'm good at what I do.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's that I know my brother. And when I can't find the slip little bastard... It makes it so that he's so elusive he doesn't even know what's happening with his fucking blood. So don't worry about it. I appreciate it. Again, I'm sorry for putting you in that situation.
Well, wait. I have something, like a nugget of information. Maybe it'll help. I don't know. Deet said that he went west. I was like at the border of the city. So if he went west, he went out. I mean, I don't know if that helps. It probably makes it even worse. But at least we know that he's not here.
What do you mean? There's nothing out west.
That we know of. Didn't y'all say you went out of the city? Like, you went north, but...
There's still nothing outside the fucking city. Like all y'all motherfuckers who got, like, things going on in the Vale. All y'all motherfuckers who got things that are going on in the Vale. Hey, Mr. Pastor Man, could you pass me that drink right there?
Oh, certainly, yeah.
Thanks. Thanks. There is no reason to go outside of there because everybody's in the Vale. You got all of Andromeda's people who went out to that fucking spot where what the hell's it? Laura Palmer's like food spot or the fuel farm. You got all the organics out there that we directed with everybody who's augmented. That's like a cute little commune we got started, but that's to stop from being tracked. So if he went west, that's way outside that region.
Well, hold on. I have one more thing.
Can you hear me?
Shit.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Haven. Hi, Cody. Yeah, it wasn't. Hold on for a second. All right, Haven, it's just private between you and I. So it got a little bit worse. So just outside of the city, a couple of people came in, picked up on some additional comms. There's movement outside. A couple of buses have been seen trying to track people, or not tracking, trapping people. And they've been carting them off to an installation. This has been going on now for apparently some time. It went dead for about a year or so, and just in the past couple of weeks, it's kind of picked up steam. If there's any stragglers out there, it seems like that these people are capturing them.
Okay, well, hold on, because Cody is looking at me right now, and it just looks like I'm talking to nobody, and so we all know that you're...
Oh,
it's
do you want me to patch them in?
Yeah, you might as well, because I'm... Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Hi, gang, it's Deets here. Andromeda, are you on?
I was talking to the preacher guy, the bishop, whatever the fuck.
Who?
We got
Bishop
another guy
Peter
here.
or something. Alfred.
Bishop Pierce?
No, Alfred.
Alfred.
Brother Alfred.
Who is the? Are they new?
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
chipped?
Are you chipped?
Oh no, I'm not.
Oh, fuck. No, he's not.
Oh, okay. Well, or is this somebody new as part of the sinners?
I don't know. You want to be a sinner? Worded
Oh my
wrong.
God.
Hold on.
Listen, I grew up in the city. I understand what you're saying. I
Wow, we just opened
believe
that up.
I'm
didn't we?
already classified as one by certain entities for my actions. So
Oh, did you piss him off?
no, not that one, but I mean, likely yes. Also in her eyes.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. Deeds, he's one of us.
Okay.
Like as you say that, he's just like rambling on about like about morality and theology.
All right. Ask him for a sig. Hold on. I'll send you my address and just give the statement. And then he'll send me a message. Here.
Here, Cody, give him your visor so you can scan the QR code.
QR
Hey.
code. The fuck? Check this in. No.
Hey.
Get my address. Not the.
No.
right, hold on, I'll send
We're not doing that. We don't know this guy. I'm tired of fucking getting burned on every fucking job. I'm gonna hand this over to him. He's doing it the old school way. Hey, brother Alfred, whatever. Put this on here.
Oh yes, certainly.
Okay. And Cody, I'll make sure that it can't access your pictures folder.
Like fuck, I can't hear you.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh boy. Do you have any communication devices on you? My name is Deeds.
Yes.
I'm outside comms with the centers.
Yes,
do?
I do. I think kind of like pats around. He does have like a cybernetic arm, but like as the kind of sleeve pulls back, it's very clearly more prosthetic than actual cybernetic. Like, I mean, in our current day, it would be a very advanced prosthetic that, you know, hooks up to his nerve endings and everything. But by the standards of a cyberpunk world, this is like essentially just metal that's hardwired into what flesh would have been. So yeah, he's patting around in his robes and he reaches into a like deep pocket somewhere in the folds of it and pulls out a flip phone. Yes, I do.
All right. Does that take like a syntax protocol? Is it modern? I can't see it. Oh, hold on. Press.
I hold it up in front of the visor.
You're using Cody's visor. Press the button on the right hand side. There's two. Press the button on the. Press the upper one. Upper. I don't know if you're. Yep, that's it. Okay, so now I can. All right, camera enabled. Thank you. Is that modern? Will it take a... All right, put in this address. Let's see if we can go into settings, open up protocols, and pop this in.
What's the number?
Does he have a lock screen? Do you have a lock screen? I don't know your number, friend.
It has 9. I can have 9 speed dials.
No. Back. Hold on for a second. Oh, you know what? Here, I just found something. Can you give the visor back to Cody for a second, please?
Oh, certainly. He would like to speak to you again, Cody.
Yeah.
He's worse than you. He's fired. All right, look.
So Andromeda gave me this fucking little file that drops off to anything that's near local. Do you want me to just
if you don't
move
mind,
it to that?
Yeah, please.
Alfred, pass me your phone real quick. Just, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not stealing it. All right. Fucking pull out this little fucking wire. Does this goes in here? Yep. No, I got it. Right. And he connects it directly, and it pops up in the folder. He throws all the files through.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a firmware update on this. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Yep. All right, we're good.
You're getting an upgrade. All right, and there you go.
Thank you.
Hey, brother, can you hear me? Tell him to put it up to his
One
goddamn
second.
ear, will you, please?
Let-
He
let-
reaches
let-
around
let-
in his robe again, pulls out an old wired headphone that he plugs in and puts into his ear.
It's an old
Wow.
Walkman headset.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Brother is your name?
Well, my name is Alfred. Brother is a title.
What do you... Oh, okay. Are you religious?
Yes, I am.
He's religious. Are you sinners okay with this?
Yeah, he'll do the job.
It's
Okay.
a requirement.
It-
It's fine.
He's clear. I'm okay if I send him stuff?
Yeah.
Alright,
If
hold
not, if not, I'll put two between the eyes. It'll be real quick.
Okay. Hey, yeah, sorry about that. Brother, welcome to the Sinners. My name is Dietz. You're gonna hear from me and my husband Taylor on occasion. We're the Sinner support system, but they can provide you with the rest of the details. Okay, well,
Ever do mercenary work?
no, I wouldn't call what we do mercenary work. I would
Did
call
we
it-
ever in the past?
Who, me?
Taylor. Sounds familiar.
Yes.
Might have met. Never mind.
Taylor,
What's...
do you know an Alfred? Which one?
Oh, I wasn't Alfred back then. Don't worry about it. We'll.
Oh, secret identities.
It's not a secret identity. It's just.
Anyway. Okay. Alfred, nice to meet you. Hey, gang.
Nice to meet you as well.
Hold on. Why Andromeda keeps refusing the connection? Andromeda.
But what?
It's
Okay, hi. I was in the middle of something. Can you be fucking patient?
put it down so it can recharge.
Yeah, okay, it's not all about you, alright? Jesus.
Okay, well, it's. I'm gonna brute force your systems
Just
next
go,
time.
just. Look, I'm here. What the fuck do you want? My god.
You know, this will be okay. Andromeda
Yes, what is it?
Andromeda's like needs a fix of something because she's off the fucking rails again. So, goddamn, let me patch her in. Andromeda, you there?
Hello, Jesus.
Oh,
You can't keep
there's-
cutting out and expect me to hang out for you.
Oh, hey, kiddo.
Hi.
Okay.
Yep.
So, spotlight on everyone. Fick, 23-year-old male, exited the city. We're getting reports from exited the city out to the west. Came through a dead zone, bypassed a couple of cameras. The last thing that the cameras had picked up was a fast-moving object that had hopped over two alleys before latching itself to the wall in a known dark zone where the cameras cannot pick it up. Last seen vaulting over a wall as opposed to going through the gate. What lies on the other side of the wall, last I was able to check, according to plans here, is a building, and then from there probably hopped down on a roof and then came down safely. Not for the faint of heart. Code, looks like your brother's left the city. Now, here's another little piece of information. According to some reports of those that have come through from the outside, there are some gangs out there that are trying to stake some territory or stuff like that. However, there's also some organizations that believe that they can operate outside of the city and not get caught, which is usually the case. I have nothing about your brother being picked up by anyone, but the latest report is a couple of lone stragglers, and this is why this is important, have gone missing. Or people that were alone at the time of their abduction. This all coincides with the time that your brother went out. So if he's not been picked up, then he may be at risk. I can send you some coordinates of the last couple of locations according to what other people have said, but it's a possibility. Anyway, that's all I have.
I mean, there's the thing I was gonna say, which was when right before he left, like right before I fell asleep, he was like giving off this anxious vibe. Like he's been like super cool and calm and collected, just like you said. Like he's just like super cool guy. Not really getting like a good read on his feelings. Except for recently, he was kind of like nervous, like a building anxiety. so I don't know if that means anything, but it feels like it does.
He's usually like that. Like he was like fidgety, like he looks like he's doing something on routine, and just every once in a while he'll like grab his ear as if there's like a hair or something behind it, and he'll wipe it away, and then he'll get a little fidgety, and then he'll be back to normal. Was that like some of the things that you saw?
No, those were like normal spikes. That was the sort of like throughout the whole thing. But this was like a building, like, you know, like your dread. That's a word. That's a fucking word. I've been trying to think of the word that would describe that feeling. Hey, I can see feelings, by the way. So can he. Just a little bit. He's a new guy, but
Yeah.
That's our thing. Dread.
The fuck would he be worried about? You know what? Okay. We could figure that out. And I highly doubt he was picked up. At least against his will. Like, highly. Andromeda.
Yeah.
So how busy are you right now?
How busy do you want me to be?
I want you to make sure your shit's handled, as always. But it would be nice to have some backup. Especially since you know how to use all the fucking gadgets without the need of the veil if we go, you know, into a dark zone.
Bet your ass. All right. Let me put a couple things together and I'll meet you.
Heard. Hey, brother Alfred.
Yes.
I probably should have spoken to you or someone like you like fucking 5 years ago. But you know, I'm gonna be real with you. Haven, like, all things aside, I'm gonna be real forward with this dude right here.
Okay.
Yo, Alfred, I'm tired. It's been a year, and I appreciate you coming out and whatever you got going on in your life, helping my girl Haven out. You know, she's doing some good work here, making sure all the people of the lower city and those who ain't got have something to move forward. But we do things that tend to be a little amoral. I've done things, and that's all I'll say on that, because I ain't gonna narc on anybody if they don't want that information out. But I'm sure you have as well, especially since you're here right now. And so I got two things to say. They're kind of one and the other. One, I'm sorry that whatever happened to you got you here, and I hope that you're trying to make things better. And two, if this is some subversive fucking corpo plant bullshit, I will be the last one that you see before you close your eyes forever. So don't betray me or Haven or anybody that we're interacting with. Is that clear?
Oh, completely. And
Thank you.
I'm not going to offer this out of a place of religious advice. I don't have a church that I operate out of anymore, so I don't see the point in converting people. I kind of turned to Haven. You kept pointing, up and mentioning him. Not really my guy. Yes, Our Lady of Immaculate Suffering does take much in the sort of aesthetic from those churches. But sort of the focal point of our worship is this understanding that so much in this world has to come from suffering. And it's not the natural state of it, it's the way that people have made it. And our aim is to emulate her, the Lady of Immaculate Suffering, the one who could take on all of her suffering was for the benefit of others. And that's all I seek to do, is to use what time I have left to do some good, use the body that I was granted by birth and hold up the prosthetic hand, some medical procedures. And if this body were to break or stain its spirit in any way and doing good for others, well, that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
All right. You remember this isn't like a paid thing, right?
Oh, again, I kind of like pulls the the robes tight against, like, they're kind of like very like flowy, kind of hang off his shoulders, but when he pulls them tight you can see that he is like rail thin. I'm quite used to working for free.
All right. Yeah, this guy is legit. Let's fucking go get your brother.
Hey, we gotta wait a little bit for Andromeda to get here. Otherwise, I'm sure she had all the fucking banging I heard in the background. She probably got some shit to do.
I mean, we can.
As you say that, you hear like a pounding on the door. Hey, somebody told me to come back here.
Oh, fucking great. I'm gonna go to the back door and open it up.
And like hits you in the chest. Someone told me to come back here.
Yep, appreciate you. We got shit to do. Let's get moving.
Puts her hands in her pockets and kind of struts back with you.
Closes and locks the door.
How are you guys getting to the western side of the city?
Hover cab.
Hover cab? Yeah, we're rich now.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, we have so many credits. So many credits.
They're just like, Andromeda's just like tossing them out of the pockets, just making it rain.
Well, not quite. You see, we're supporting the local economy through very strategic means. There was a plan for this cash.
Cool. Hover cab. I want to know, what is she, 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be an awesome plan. No matter what it is, it's gonna be dope. Anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
So, hover cab comes up, door slides open. Where are you heading?
Shit.
Just go west. Just go west. Avoid the UCU under tolls. I don't like paying that little bit extra. That little bit extra is gonna go to you if you don't ask any more fucking questions.
Just keep going west. You got it. Buckle up.
Jesus, okay, I'm buckling. God
There's that.
damn it.
And a couple.
Is that what these 5-point harnesses are for?
5 points, Jesus.
It takes a little bit longer to get.
I just have a lap belt.
It takes a little bit longer to get there rather than using the main roads, but a couple of little side streets and ducking down. Oh shit! Etc. You guys get bumped around a little bit, but you do manage to make it out to your destination. At one point, however, just as you arrive in the western portion of the city, it begins to slow down. You guys know, or at least in the very least, have heard of this district. It is dark. It's just like Shade City, but this place lost its power fucking years ago. Floods have come in. The tenements that are there, I mean, when you talk about squalor, it's bad. Furthermore, this is the area where there are rumored to be some real problems with, shall we say, fauna. New things coming out just due to some radiation exposure from the outside coming in, etc. He's slowing down, and you can hear a like puts a gun right next to him on the seat, and the windows come up, and he hits another button on the dash and goes, and the bars come up on the outside of the window. When you guys finally make it through, there's a couple of moments there where you can see like red glowing eyes reflecting back any light, like eye shine, only red as opposed to the typical light green. It goes through, and there's a couple of moments where things are skittering around on the outside. But what really catches your attention is a large group of people that are blocking the exit to the city. They don't seem to be UCU or anything, and he stops a good distance away and he turns off his lights. And the interior goes a dark red.
Why do we stop?
Hold up.
Because you got some people up there. Then I ain't going up there. I don't know who they is.
Hey, yeah, that's a good move. Hey, first off, what's your name?
Oh, Mac.
Mac, what's up? I'm Cody.
Hey.
I may have come across you, but if you're a repeat hovercab, then I'm gonna have you hold on to this. He's gonna have a cred stick that has it has a little extra on there. If you listen out to my call, you got those like direct lines for special services.
Hold on for 1 second. Hold on. He taps a large screen on the front of his console. It comes up and you can see like internal schematics, and he hits another button and you can see a little highlight of a couple of different points within the cab. He taps it, they then go dim, and you notice the little red lights in the corners of the cab are now off. And you can see now that you're paying attention to it, he also hits with the mic, swipes away that screen, pulls up another one, and it says local clientele. Swipe. You see this one is block list. Taps that open, and you can see a whole bunch of names, all of which are like grayed out and made blurry. He then taps a little plus sign. Takes this ID on this.
No.
Taps it 1 sec. Okay. We're gonna call you Multi-Hood. Pap. What's your number?
1405.
1405. Picked you up and over here. All right. Just remember your name, Multi-Hood.
Uh-huh.
Tap. There you go. It's empty. I got it.
Appreciate you. Oh, snapped it up.
All right.
All right.
Now get the fuck out. Be safe. Call me whenever you need me.
Haven, Andromeda, let's go. I'm gonna shove this Father Alfred out of the way because he's on my side of the fucking car. And
Andromeda definitely
hop
got
out.
squished in the middle because she's the smallest and skinniest and scrawniest, even though she's got the most shit on her. And as everyone's kind of like worming their way out because she was in the middle, she like crawls up and is like, "Hey, dude, if you ever need me like an upgrade on your tech, I'm kind of like an expert."
He holds it up to the flat screen. There's a little flash. Here you go. I don't hold on to hardware. Evidence. Take it back, kid. I got you. I'll contact him.
Andromeda, get out of the fucking cab. Let's go.
Jesus, it's called making friends. Ever heard of it?
No.
Get the fuck out of the cab, kid.
She's out.
Yeah, you didn't say that, so. That's what I said. Get the fuck out.
I'm already out.
Out of the back seat.
It like has like one finger in the cab, like
Still in the cab.
I'm already out.
And then you just hear it, and out and off he goes. Ahead, the streets are dim, but you can see the very large entryway. There's no gates. There's no patrols. At least there used to be. Whatever UCU units were here their payroll checks were long since canceled. This is a lawless area, and in fact, a little bit of a comfort comes with that. Unfortunately, so does uncertainty. Back where you come from, you kind of have an idea what you're dealing with. Here, you see about 7 people gathered around, and despite the black foreground of a non-existent electrical grid in this area, through the gate, you can see what some of you have already seen, the outside world and the reality that it represents.
Cody lifts up his visor to make sure that there's no veil bullshit that available in the visual, and he places it back down.
You have a really sketchy signal in this area.
Okay. So good. That's actually a good thing. He likes seeing things raw as possible. So,
we don't just before we do anything, because I don't fucking know this area. I've been here for a couple weeks, but I still don't understand it. Don't move. Nobody move. It'll muck it up. And I want to do search feelings on the area ahead to see what people's vibes were before they got to the gate.
How are you feeling about this whole exchange?
Scared as shit. I rolled a 7. It's a 7. You get an impression or bits and pieces of what happened.
You see concern. There's no anger. You're not picking up on malice, but you don't know where the concern is aimed. If it is a concern of your presence or of something happening over there.
God damn it. It's more of this like anxiety bullshit. It's just like a concern, like a worry that I'm picking up on. I can't tell who, I can't tell what they're concerned for, but generally in that direction, there's a feeling of concern. They're not angry. That's good. Or like malevolent. That's good too.
Oh, so like everybody else. Hey, brother Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
You ever have to talk to a crowd full of scared, broke, potentially violent people at length to lift their spirits at all?
I preach in Callisto City, so yes.
It was kind of rhetorical, but I guess it's good to hear that you responded. Well, if we're trying to get over there, so if somebody starts asking questions, I'ma ask that you make sure that they're focused on you to help them, and if you need help with something, we'll be there. But we're trying to get to the other side, so let's mosey on through.
Certainly.
You start moving forward. A couple of heads are turning, and you can see a couple of lights come on. Like some of them just like, you see like flashlights starting to go around. A couple of them have the eyes turn on and begin looking. And as you approach, 2 of them separate from the group and come forward. Who goes?
Yo.
Who goes? They continue to approach. They don't stop. They don't seem. They don't have anything on them to indicate that they are armed, but they are approaching in a slightly aggressive fashion.
My name is Brother Alfred. I'm a pious brother of Our Lady of Immaculate Suffering.
Who are you?
Oh, me? I'm his driver.
They look around, and one of them unfurls a. You see like a piece of acetate become unfurled, and it has like a little silver bar at the bottom, and with a tap it kind of flops for a second, and then you can see a wanted poster, and you see just a person, mohawk, multicolored, turning around in like a holographic fashion. You see this person?
The fuck is their name? That's a wild ass hairdo.
You seen him or not?
Nah.
Andromeda's hood like on her head, and is kind of like angling away gently.
You see this one?
Just in case.
And in this case, you see a heavyset male, looks like a corporal type in a tie. This one is like wanted for extortion and murder.
Yeah, actually. That guy, not for a while. Wait, he doesn't have. He has different color eyes, though. Yeah, I've seen that guy before.
Okay, and how about this one? You see your brother. Wanted for trafficking, human trafficking.
Damn, he's kind of handsome like me, but I've never seen him before.
All right. Press the button. What are you guys doing in this area? You don't look like you belong here.
Well,
without a church, I'm something of an itinerant preacher now.
Are you seeking to get out?
I go where people are, spread the word.
All right. Who else is with you? We're not used to you or any of that bullshit. We're part of the angels. We're just curious. Andromeda.
My name is Fred. I'm from Jade City.
Andromeda, can you give me give me an analyze, if you don't mind? How are you feeling right now?
Pretty scared.
Yeah, let's get that roll. Let me know what you got.
Nervous.
There you go. Oh shit! What'd you get?
That's a success.
That's a 10. So, yeah, when you hear from your distance, right? You're back where the cab dropped you off, and these two then walked forward. From that distance, you hear angels. These are people that have come through this area. Old World Charm, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Andromeda, when you hear that come up, it is a gang. But they hunt where the UCU refuses to go. And they've never been known to take down people of good. In fact, they take down anybody that has, shall we say, taken advantage of the poor situation within the city. They hunt down the executives who are really known. They're a brute squad, but, you know, they also give back to certain societies, etc.
Okay. Yeah, good to know. Andromeda will kind of, she says that, she says, my name is Fred, I'm from Shadesy.
Hey, Fred.
And she kind of like leans over to Cody and is like, these guys could be cool.
I don't understand half the shit that you're talking about, and based off of the colors everybody's giving off, Haven could probably help me out with this, but we should be alright. Yeah, brother Alfred, let's get moving if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah. No, well, we're not here to stop anybody. That's that's not what we do. That's what the UCU does. That's not what we do.
But y'all do what you need to. I know what it's like to be out here. You good?
All right, just be advised. Those 3 individuals came through this area, so.
Together?
Should we be worried? Should I be strapped? What's up? Like, give me some details. Help us out.
Sure.
We'll help you.
If you're heading outside, definitely you should be strapped. As far as whether or not they all came together, that I couldn't tell you. We picked up on signals and witness accounts.
What's the most recent one or the first one?
About 4 days ago. Haven, that corresponds.
All right. How about the heavyset dude that I recognize? Because I saw him like a month ago.
About a week ago.
Shit. And
Where'd
the
you
third
see
guy?
him? Where'd you see him?
So I work over at the Syntax, and we got a lot of traffic that go through there.
That's where his company is. His company's in that area.
What about that third guy? The one that looked like me, but obviously.
Hard to say. The call was put out, so we're trying to track him down. He's been engaged in human trafficking. Last we had, he was working with a couple of corporations who offered a high price for experimental bodies.
Alright, fuck. Alright, so I mean, it's gonna be easy to find the first two. The third one will help out too, since we're going out. Any way we could contact you in case we find them?
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
Extraction or something.
Yeah, and he just like he pulls it out, and you see it's a modern method to exchange. It's just a quick little tap, and the information is exchanged.
Heard. Appreciate you. All right, fam.
All right.
Gonna head towards the.
Stay safe, everyone. When you begin heading out, what lies outside has already hit you. The smell coming into this area you were able to pick it up even within the car. I mean, right up through the vents. It was putrid. It was decay. It was dank water that just hasn't been stirred in a long time. Bugs of all sorts are in this area and in the air. But once you start getting out, the air begins losing some of its moisture, traded instead with the arid environment outside. You can feel a warmer air coming in. Typically the concrete and steel of the city will hold on to these things well into the night. But in this case, you're still picking up on something that is distinctly earthen. When you finally make it out, you have to pass by the remaining 5 or so people that are there. Those 5 people are not as nice as the other. Every single one of them scanning each of you, eyes. You see the one with the 2 eyes that had lit up and acted like flashlights. Those are not flashlights anymore. Instead, you can see Andromeda. You absolutely understand that they are scanning for any kind of like nanotech, facial replacement, holographic illusions, anything like that, piercing they are doing everything that they can, but they don't stop you. Instead,
if they're like scanning us hard like that,
yeah,
I want to use one of the moves that I took from the Honor Bound playbook.
Let's hear your move.
The move's called Tools of the Trade. I carry an object on my person which is designed to elicit a specific emotional response. When I implement this object in whichever way it was intended, roll. Do any of these guys scanning look like they might kind of be like old hands in the sense of like the mercenary term of the word? So 100%. Guys who have been around for a few years?
100%.
Okay, cool then. The object, the affected, the intended emotional response for this is kind of like the begrudging respect of one mercenary to another who has been in the game for long enough and done enough damage that he's like, listen, we know how this fight would go, I don't want to have it. And the object is pulled out from inside of the robes. It is a dull, rusty, knocked, like dented meat cleaver. And in red paint along the side, it just says Red Al. I pull it out, and just enough to show the words on it.
When you pass by, the rest of you notice that. Yep, go ahead. The rest of you notice that a little bit more curiosity is seen.
Yeah, at 11. So
fuck. What's the emotional response that you're looking to gain?
Sort of that like fearful respect of like.
Sure.
Like if you like square up to somebody and then they stand up and reveal themselves to be like 8 inches taller than you, you'd be like, all right, fuck it, like you got me. Like.
So while
that's the kind of emotional response.
While they
a little scared.
While they don't stop you, a couple of them, you know, they kind of stepped up just a little bit. Yeah, kind of made their presence known, type of thing. And then you notice that their curiosity about each of you seems to now focus directly on Brother Al. And then he pulls out something and shows it to them. Al, was any of them able to see this, or was that only for their eyes?
If anybody was like alongside or in front of me, then yeah, they would have seen it.
We're going to establish that as a fact now. Cody says he's not. Haven?
Yeah.
I think I probably caught a glimpse because I've been very observant of everybody.
Okay. Andromeda?
Does not notice this, does not really care about this new guy.
Copy. You start moving forward, and while they're stepping up, and they just kind of slowly migrated in your lane of traffic. And then they stop when they see Al do something, and he shifts around with his hand. And they kind of like look for a second. One of them kind of like nudges the other with an elbow. They look at each other and kind of nervously. And the scan immediately goes towards everyone else. And they start pulling back.
I see the scan go towards them. I just shake my head.
They're fine.
Let's be pleasant.
And they, yeah, that one says they're fine. And you guys start going through.
Am I able to probe without asking anything? As an empath?
Well, you don't need to ask anything. You're really just paying attention. You're studying and you're examining someone's reactions. So you're not actually asking anything, but unless you want to ask me the choices.
Okay, so yeah. I have my move when I leveled, which I took from another book, which is called Piercing Gaze.
Yeah.
And when I probe somebody, I may always ask, what is your character really feeling for free? So I kind of want to look at this exchange and without.
How are you feeling about all of this?
I think as an empath, I'm feeling like I have the upper hand because I don't have to dig out loud. I can kind of interpret feelings. So okay. I'd say powerful.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your probe with powerful.
Oh, it doesn't have me. Okay, hold on. I'm going to roll. I did that wrong. So I'm going to roll this. So it's a 12.
All right, so you did Piercing Gaze. I'm looking for, so we'll say powerful. So you rolled a 10. So you're, okay. So it would have been a 12 in the probe.
Yes.
And, I see what you did here. Oh, hold on. Did you just roll powerful?
I just rolled powerful. I didn't realize I had the probe move, so I'll do it again.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean,
hope it's
you
not.
rolled it, so we'll say that you got. Well, yep, there you go. So now you have 14.
I'll take a 14. Okay, you don't have to twist my arm.
So go ahead and ask your free question, and then you can you get a hold of 3. So now you can also ask 3 questions on top of that.
Oh, fuck. Okay. The free question is, what is your character really feeling? I want to interpret Alfred's feelings. Nope. I want to interpret the guys that got scared.
One of them seems to have a look of it's a frightened respect, and it's an understanding of one's place in society, and in that moment that person was prey, not a predator, and they then deferred to a greater power.
Cool. I want to ask, I have 3. Okay, cool. I want to ask Alfred, are you telling the truth, but like, is what he is doing truthful to him?
That's hard to answer. The truth of the matter is,
we're gonna keep that as a yes or no. Make Haven work for this. So
okay.
When you pulled that out, did you understand what that meant to them?
Yes, fully understood what it would mean to them.
Okay. How could I get, this is not a yes or no, how could I get you to disclose your cleaver truth?
To you?
What's the, oh, I see. Yeah. How could I get you to, oh, wow.
How can I get you to share?
Ask when we're out of earshot of these guys.
Okay. And I get extra questions.
Which is the one that now this is your piercing gaze. What is your character really feeling?
No. My piercing, I already asked that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I get, with my advanced move, I have additional optional questions. So my third one is, what is the connection between your cleaver and these guys?
Ooh.
The cleaver is a relic of a previous life that may still carry weight in certain circles.
Cool.
I'm going to keep, because we're dealing with emotions, can you put the twist on it from an emotional standpoint? Like, what is the connection between the cleaver and them from an emotional standpoint?
Sure. The cleaver for them would be, I guess the connection between the cleaver and them is that it is, fear is like the base emotion that it appeals to, but it appeals to the more civilized facade that we put on fear and call it respect of power.
Okay, cool. With that, I think Haven is seriously chomping at the bit to like get out of earshot, because this is the coolest thing she's ever done with her empath move before. So she's just gonna be like, okay, keep my mouth shut, let's keep going.
The 4 of you get out, and the city walls and the pall of it that just looms over this area is going to be felt for quite some time. 3/4 of you knew that coming in and leaving the last time. When you finally get away from the prying eyes of the veil, and that begins to fade, and it's, satellites are still transmitting what they can, you begin to realize loneliness has once again become your friend. You're no longer being perceived as present by the corporations that control the city. I'm going to estimate you are about a quarter mile out, and of course you can tell me otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Winds begin whipping up, and take it from here.
Looking at the area this time, a little mindful about all of the dust and debris or what have you getting in his eyes, because his eyes are kind of important. Kode will like definitely set his visor more for a protectant. What am I looking at out here?
It is a wasteland. You can see plenty of roads and whatnot. There are the remnants of a tent city. You see canvas still flapping in the wind over there. The wind permanently locking pieces of plastic and plastic bags and other things like that against trees that tried to fight against the conditions. Remnants of brick buildings, first concrete, then brick, then you even see some daub buildings that have been tried to be constructed in this area just on the outside, and then finally tents until the last drips of civilization tried to exist in this area but had failed. That's where you are. And instead, you're now faced with an endless horizon. Mountains replaced with the remnants of cities, towns, and villages.
So, Cody, what I'm going to do is Cody's going to look for what could be signified as scraps, things that are specifically like heavy ferrous metals, anything that he could connect to his hover connection that he has on his boots.
Sure.
That he had, because he of course has an idea, but we need transport, and there's 3 of us.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, how are you feeling about this?
Right now he's in his element because he knows that he's secretly tracking his brother, okay. And if he's gonna get him, he thinks he's the only one that can do it.
Alrighty. Yeah, go ahead and roll and analyze. Let's take a look at your situation.
And it is up.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You got a 13.
13. Yeah.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, not a problem. You want to give me some questions?
Are there any remnant vehicles amongst the debris in this area?
You do see some rusted out hulks of what used to be cars and what have you. Every now and then you see, trucks there that seem to have had some recent life in them. But you'd also notice that there are fresh tracks, fresh being fresh in dust, but fresh nonetheless.
Okay. What is my enemy's position in terms of hostiles in the area is the next question I want to ask.
You take a look down at stepping off the road just a little bit, and you can see, due to a recent acid rain, what appears to be a large taloned three-toed creature with 4 feet that seems to have come through this area.
Okay.
Heading due south, which would be off to your left as you head west. You estimate they are probably within call range.
All right. And finally, how is that creature to me?
How is that creature to you?
Yeah. How is that creature vulnerable to me? Yeah.
Hard to say. You take a look at the depth of it. The depth of the prints there, it's fairly heavy. You estimate, you think it's about as large as a typical person. But its weight and distribution of the paws are quite wide. Maybe an underbelly, perhaps. But you also are probably more intelligent than it.
All right. I'm gonna wave everybody over towards the vehicle that has the best usage. The one that you mentioned, that was like a truck or some type.
Sure.
And I'm gonna see if I can, like real gangsters, get this thing fixed and ready, and try to connect my my mag running to it so that it has better weight distribution. So maybe that'll help it go.
You want some help?
I would love some. As you can see, we're probably gonna need some help, and also somebody be on the fucking lookout, because Got some things out here that we don't want to be in the open too, if you catch my drift.
I don't know, this guy with starry eyes might be a good lookout.
Who?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh. Certainly I could look out.
Just try not to stare off into space too much while we get under the hood of this thing.
Takes a little bit of time. You guys realize that this has been definitely has been stripped for parts. Fortunately, the lid seemed the lid. Oh my god, the hood. Fuck.
Gotcha.
The lid of the car.
The Tupperware model.
Hey man, efficiency. It's all plastic.
Tupperware will keep you safe.
Yeah.
You unscrew the lid of the car.
It pops right open.
So it's just like a whole bunch of really rancid dill pickles just pointed out at you.
Ew.
So you get that
No,
smell.
it's-
in
Sitting
your-
by the lid of the car, just clicky clacking the safety seal.
So you open up the hood.
Oh my God.
It's been stuck. It does take some effort, but at least that has acted as a barrier for those who would have salvaged this. It looks like that it had been already some parts have been taken out, but we were talking like fan belts and other little things that looks like were immediately taken out without some real issue. Take a look around. You manage to find some additional parts. It takes you about an hour or so, but there is a turning over of the engine once you hotwire it. And we're looking at old school stuff. We're not even looking at anything. It's mechanical. It's rusted. Who the fuck knows if it's going to last 100 feet? One of the tires is absolutely flat, so within that hour you get another tire. It's not even the right size, but you get it on there. It is what it is.
Yeah, Andromeda's got like grease on her forehead and has gotten like covered up in like the gruesomeness of it all, and like and has really kind of, you see her start to like beam a little bit as she kind of works with this thing. Like all of these other technical stuff is like is fun and nice, but there's something like so simple about this that like excites her, and you can kind of see that as she kind of ferally is scrounging around, and like everyone's really seeing her in her element as she's like, oh shit, I'm gonna need to fucking, and like goes and grabs something over here, and Cody, I'm gonna need you to hold this, and if you could reach up in here, I'm gonna feed this to you like that. Right, okay, good, great.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna twist it, don't let that move, okay?
Yep.
I'm gonna twist it. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. And then like by the time she's kind of like satisfied with it, the hood will fall down. And she kind of gets an excitement in her. You see her kind of like shake, and is like, all right, let's fucking hotwire this bitch.
You do, and it's like it turns over. It takes a little bit revving of the engine until finally you manage to get this thing into a working condition. Now there's a couple times there where it backfires on you. You had to siphon out whatever remnants of liquid fuel was used. They don't have solids in this case, but you do manage to get it. I'm assuming that the four of you are in it.
Yo, dude, this is so fucking old school. This is wild. I've only like read about this kind of shit. You're lucky that I have expertise in this. You know, I just happen to be like really into this kind of stuff, and I guess it was worth bringing me along because it's kind of paid off. Really kind of nice. And then revs the car a little bit.
Andromeda, I got you. Check this out. Something that you probably never had expected. Thank you.
You were right.
Yeah, it's like whatever, you know.
Excellent
it's like,
work.
Whatever. It's just pretty
Great
good.
job.
Even the new guy's thankful.
Yeah, what's up, new guy? All right, let's go.
You said it's like a truck?
Oh my God! No, don't do that.
So you start making your way down the road, dust kicking up in your wake. You kind of notice that, amongst all the shit that has come into the found home within this car, there's mice and other droppings and other things like that. You even find like a little kangaroo rat, which you kind of, okay, go back to nature, little guy. However, there's also a ripped up corner of a piece of paper that has seen better days, but it is still a whole piece of paper. And you can see says DR period and then E, and it drops off from there. and you can see 200 cred per.
Who
picked it up? It gets cut off. It had been torn.
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
What is this?
Can I see?
Yeah. I can't really read it. It's kind of fucked up. Dr. something. E.
Dr. E.
Echo.
200 credits per. Well, given that. Well, I don't like to make conclusions rashly, but Cody's brother is involved in human trafficking, and from my limited knowledge on the subject, 200 credits does sound about what they would pay for some taken off the streets kind of test subjects.
So, but why would that be here? I'm just a little confused because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of.
Hey, so, you know how there were those people who were getting caught up when we were dealing with Hazer?
Yeah.
You know how, Hacksaw got caught up?
Yeah.
This seems like, one of those corpo drone, grab recruitment kind of things. Especially out here, because between everybody being locked up at the exit of this town over where we just came from Killiston, as well as finding little shit out here. One, we don't know how recent this was, but because the shit is still intact, I think it's fairly recent.
Cody, are you looking at it?
Yeah, I'm peering over.
It's in your brother's handwriting.
Son of a bitch. And looks real fucking familiar. Really fucking familiar.
How do you know Dr. E?
Well, I know that nobody writes their R's like that. Nobody puts the little fucking circle at the back of the R like that when they fucking squiggle.
Do you know who wrote? Are you saying you know who wrote this?
Yeah.
I think Alfred can read between the lines, and he kind of just tentatively reaches like a comforting hand towards Cody. We're not that close yet, but well, whatever.
Yeah, nah.
Pat him gently.
You good. Fucking nah, man. Like, yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, but I think my brother fucking wrote this shit.
So, while you are talking, the city now some distance away, you see remnants of tracks that you left just a couple of weeks ago when you turned off on the right fork and started heading off to another location.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, though, you realize that the latest of tracks continues straight. And that's when you start coming across other intersections across these wilds, and 2 buses and then a third, matching 3 tracks all heading into a particular area. Ahead, some greenery finally on the horizon. Recent rains, acidic or not, have at least given a little bit of life to the land. And then you see what appears to be out there, off the beaten path, just simply following the tracks that have come through this area. What appears to be an old, abandoned facility of some kind. Trees, and looks like nature has at least attempted to overtake it in some. And you can come as close as you want, but from this point forward, everything you say is going to dictate your character's actions. So feel free to ask questions about what you see and whatnot. Other than that, world is yours.
Cody's still kind of fucked up over realizing that this fucking thing was written by his brother, because that handwriting is unmistakably his. So, yo, Haven.
Hmm.
So, it worked for me a little bit, and you're the expert on it, so it might work really, really well for you. Can we do that? Can we do that thing on this handwriting to kind of figure out?
Like search feelings?
Yeah. Like a visual? It gives me a fucking headache every time I try to do it, so.
Yeah, can you do me a favor really quick? This is gonna be really weird. Can you just tell me you appreciate me and you love me?
I appreciate you and I love you.
Okay, I think I believe that. Yeah, I'll try it.
I mean, hold up. Here, it's true, but that's a really weird fuck.
Okay,
especially in the middle of this.
So I can only do like so much before my feelings start to fucking tap out. Like I just can't do it anymore, and I kind of get rejuvenated by words of affirmation. It's something that 4 therapists ago told me. So listen, I know it's weird. Okay.
Nah. I got you. Here, how about this?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have asked you in the first place if I didn't know you really gave a fuck about my moms. So the fact that you're here, I do really appreciate the fact that you out here doing the damn thing.
Fuck, the fact that I want to cry means it's working. All right, give me the paper.
How are you feeling with that?
Sad, because I love Mama V.
Let's do it.
All right, hold on. Search feelings.
While this is going on, I'm going to give a rundown to the brother Alfred. Hey man, so a little while ago my mom's passed. I don't want to hear condolences or nothing. Fucking, I'm still working through it. I got people to punch in the face about it. And that third guy that we saw on that wanted poster, that was my brother. This is his handwriting, and they say he's out for human trafficking. Now, those dudes usually get good intel. I've worked with them like a little bit ago, a couple times. They usually have pretty decent intel. Their architects are on point, but that's only in the city. If what they're saying is true, that means it's probably right, especially since my brother's a dickhead. So I just want to. I'm here to get some clarity. So I'd appreciate if you didn't judge me on my path, you know.
Cody,
What's that sound?
There's the facility down the way. Every now and then something bulky and large and is awkwardly moving in the area.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Cody, listen, I'm not going to judge anyone for actions in their past. My record is far from clean. Passing judgment does nothing but weigh us down further, so you don't have to worry about that.
Are we still in the? I'm sorry. Are we still in the truck, or have we?
You can determine what your character is doing, so you can state it just whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we're having this conversation in the truck, then Andromeda's still just at the wheel.
You got the vehicle fixed. You fucking driving things. They're having a time right now.
Now the truck is stopped while this conversation is going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haven.
Yeah. So...
I got you. You know those feelings that you asked for?
Mm-hmm.
Those words of affirmation?
Mm-hmm.
You begin hearing it all. Every single ghost of your past. Everything that has ever had any kind of an influence on you. Words and screams. The poor, the downtrodden, the dead. Every single one of them within Killisin City now rides within your ears.
Okay, just hold on a second, guys. Hold on.
Until finally...
Stop yelling, please. Guys, shut the fuck up.
What?
It takes a moment. I need you... You are now going to spike out sad?
Yeah, I'll spike it out. I can either do that or take a harm. So
Yeah, it's your choice.
I'll spike out sad.
Okay.
I don't know what that does on my foundry, but
It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything mechanically. but you're going to get a -1, Mike, on everything but sad, and a +2 on sad.
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. So KJ, if you guys have never played Powered by the Apocalypse, there are 6 stats according, like most RPGs. However, in the Veil variant of PBTA, each of the stats are actually emotions. So when I ask somebody how they're feeling about something, it's because they're rolling against an emotion, whether it be mad, peaceful, sad, joyful, scared, or powerful. And those have stats or modifiers attributed to them that the players have done in the maintenance of their characters. For some are a positive integer, and others it's negative, and others just have a 0 in it. When something is spiked, what that means is that there are 5 slots underneath each of these, and every time you use one, you're getting in touch with that emotion. You're feeling that emotion, feeling that emotion, feeling that emotion. When you feel it 5 times, you are so in that emotion, others are very difficult to have. Therefore, you receive a -1 on everything else, and you receive a +2 on the one that you're currently in. That's what spiked is.
Until you feel it again, right?
Yeah, you're going to have to undergo. Go ahead, Mike.
I think Alleviate is the move that you use when you're spiked out. And basically, I think the way it works is essentially as long as you keep acting in that spiked out emotion, you still do so with that, like the +2. But the only way to break, so Alleviate, when a PC marks the 5th box in an emotion, all of the modifiers change temporarily. The state modifier for that 5th box was marked. Oh, we actually have it backwards. The state modifier that you spike out becomes a +1.
Oh.
All other state modifiers become a -2.
Oh.
In addition, the player chooses one of the following when the move is triggered in order to deal with the spiked out condition. They decide to keep using the spiked out emotion, in which case the emotion spike in that state decreases by 1 each time they do so. When all emotion spikes have been removed, all state modifiers go back to normal. To use a different state with a -2 modifier. If they do so, they may erase all emotion spikes in the spiked out state. They must still mark an emotion spike in the state they just rolled. So essentially, your next roll is when you make that choice. Are you going to stay sad and slowly work through it as you work down those spikes, or are you going to snap yourself out of it? Even if it means that it impacts your performance, are you going to try to really lean into something else to get out of this sad hole?
Cool. Well, we all know what Haven's gonna pick. Stay sad forever. So let's keep going.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna hand the paper back. No, I don't. Just don't ask me anything for a bit, please. It is so fucking loud. Why is it so loud?
Yo, Haven, nothing is being said. Focus, fam.
There might be some less than physical noise going on. I don't say anything further. I just offer, essentially like a rosary, like a little beaded thing. Not for prayer, just to hold.
Okay, thank you. Stick it in my pocket, but I think sometimes she'll stick her finger in her pocket and just touch it. So what is this place? What are they doing?
So when you take a look at it, as a matter of fact, I can assist you by providing you with a little bit of a visual, which everyone will be able to see in just a moment. There we go. The facility itself looks like it's been fairly run down, but it is the vastness of an old factory grounds. Its outer walls are completely covered in creeping ivy and rust. Machines, however, are diligently working and trying to keep the surroundings pretty much in order. The only problem is that they're kind of foiled by the rust and the decay and the breakdown. And among them, there's a bulky humanoid figure that's cobbled together from various scrap pieces that's lumbering about and attempting to repair a pathway. Whether or not anybody's ever walked on that pathway is something that is, who the hell knows.
I think you know, as kind of all this other conversation about this piece of paper is happening, Andromeda would send out one of her little drone babies to go and kind of like scope things out and specifically scan for like electromagnetic stuff.
Yep.
And then and also like ping for signs of like biological life.
Sure.
Andromeda would definitely see the fucking heavy modded mag boots, the graph boots that are on the side of Cody's legs. Definitely, because she helped work on them. But that would be the first thing magnetic that she would pick up on once leaving the thing.
So when that drone goes up, there's an uneasiness. Andromeda, the first thing that you notice is the absence of information. It almost by contrast causes what info you do get to really stand out by comparison. You're not in the city. There's nothing else around. So you know anything you get is coming from here. First, are you picking up on any EM? Absolutely. There's machinery all around this entire place. And as you hover over some things, you're also picking up on like large bulky objects. And you see that the expansion of the factory goes back quite a ways. Now, the maintenance that these bots are doing out in the front really only seems to be in the front. You do see other machines. Some of them humanoids, some of them on tractors, etc. And one has been hacking away at a tree forever. Its bark has completely given way. It looks like that the tree, just out of mercy, is just yielding some wood, because whatever it was that is hacking has since lost its edge just due to rust, and now it's just a slight thing, a slight groove in the tree. The drone moves over. You do detect signs of biological life, but it is weak. Probably it could be something that is small and therefore a little bit undetectable, like some mice and stuff like that. It could be a dying animal. It could be like a cat or a deer. I mean, it could be anything. But you do come across that in a back portion of the factory, which is completely overgrown by nature. We're looking at like years worth of vines that have completely taken over. Everything else is pretty much as I stated.
I'll turn over to Cody and kind of like show him what my Omni tool is like streaming from the drone, and be like, dude, I don't know if anybody's here.
Well, I'm gonna let you know something that might say otherwise. My brother probably definitely came through here. You got an old spot, several access points, an area with a vantage point, any type of movement, and a place to be a dick bag that likely has a basement considering its old infrastructure. Yeah, this is a place where we would play tag a lot, or we would hunt each other and try to mark one another. Yeah, nah. If he's not here right now, he's been through here casing the joint. So I think we should take a look at it.
Okay, and she'll point out that spot with the weak life signs and say, there's something there. I can't promise that it's not like an animal or something, but like...
Looks like a rat, maybe. Was that the second floor, first floor? Do you know what? Actually, hold on. Let me just do this. You got that thing that taps it so I can share files?
Yeah, for sure. And you get plugged into the drone so you can see it. You get the drone's view as well.
Okay.
And so you can kind of... So from your glasses, you can't control the drone. That's an Omni tool function, but you get to kind of like scope stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And keep it like in your corner. Andromeda is gonna check out some of those bulkier items that are making some of the louder noises. So you mentioned the thing that was like chopping down the trees.
Sure.
Like what kind of jobs are these other machines doing?
Yeah, most of them seem to be used to have a purpose. And many of them you can see are just like, you see somewhere at one point it's just like one gives off what appears to be steam just coming out of it. and it's only trying to lift an arm in order to complete a task, taking care of, again, some rusted hulk of a truck that used to be here, like a repair bot. Most of these things are single function machines. However, you can see that throughout it all, well, how are you feeling right now about all of that as you analyze this whole area?
Andromeda is feeling kind of powerful.
Yeah, I would say so. This is her shit. So
this is my shit. I've had like a huge ego boost with this repair on the car.
Yeah.
Like I'm feeling really good about
all right,
life.
let's see what you got.
Oops, I got a 3.
This tech is so old school. You're just not getting anything off of it. You're not understanding why somebody would have created something, or how it is that they created something that has lasted this long when it is so obviously rusted and fallen and piece of shit. There's any kind of electricity in here is like literally hardwired solder jobs, even older than what some of the other stuff, trucks. Even older than the truck that you had picked up. Because it's so old, you're just not getting anything out of it.
Okay. I think if you'll allow it, I think I'll try to roll for an analyze too, just to do like a deeper dive and see if maybe I can scope out like if there are any basements, or if there is if there's like a bunker around here somewhere.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I think I'm still gonna roll powerful on that.
That's fine. So
That's
there you go.
7.
Yeah, that's a partial success. So
Partial success.
7 through 9, partial success. That's awesome. So
Yeah.
you're looking around. You can ask 2 questions of this. You already kind of, you told me that you're kind of looking to see if there's like a basement or something, but go ahead and ask your questions.
Yeah, so I am like with Kode kind of telling me like about his brother and about how sneaky he is and about how this place was like their little like romping grounds. I think she's gonna like take that and strategically like look around in such a way to try and find my enemy's true position.
Ooh.
This is interesting. You're not getting much of anything regarding enemy. First off, you don't notice any human footsteps in this area, and you are analyzing for them. You see plenty of tractor marks that are left behind by some of this machinery. You see like elephant foot-like tracks, which is made by the large humanoid out front. You see some stuff like that. But as you go through, you're also picking up on, like, because you're also listening to audio and analyzing everything. You also hear something that is kind of disturbing. It sounds a little bit like music, but it's very off in the distance.
Okay. Yeah, she'll start kind of slowly taking the drone in the direction of the music.
Sure.
And in the meantime, while the little drone, because she's being very thorough and very strategic going through all of this, and so she's gonna just kind of take it slowly in that direction. And while doing so, I think the other question that I'm gonna ask with my analyze is, what is the biggest threat here?
Seems to be the machinery itself. Okay. You're analyzing it. It represents a force of chaos. You don't know what it is. You don't know what it's capable of doing. You don't know how it is receiving instructions. Some of these things look like
the fact that it's on and working is a little disturbing.
There you go. Yeah, it's most likely the machinery itself. Now, as you begin sending the drone down, you start coming in closer to the sounds. You kind of hear a little bit of music. It seems to be something that reminds you of an old music box. A cranking sound. Now this is coming from one of the back factory areas.
The volume has gotten turned up, so others in the car can hear this, so I'm not alone with these sounds.
What the fuck is this?
Coming from the Omni tool.
rather than settling.
Andromeda's gonna kind of hold up the Omni tool and say, I'm figuring it out.
Not sticking around with that
I
shit.
got a little spoopy.
Oh, I think we're back.
Yay.
Okay. Hold on. We're back. Up there we go. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Didi Anglais.
Thanks, Anglais.
So yeah, you come back. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so as this thing is going into, as my drone is going in to investigate the music, it's not emanating any light, and so it's just kind of picking up what's around it.
So in IR, you're looking for like heat signatures, and you can definitely see some bulky heat signatures. Not efficient machines at all, but those are far and few between, and those are mostly on the outside. You're picking up on a couple little things on the inside, but it's difficult to tell through the thick steel roof. And in some places, it's absolute concrete.
Right. This drone would definitely be able to kind of like zone in on like the sound and kind of like track where those like wavelengths are coming from.
Yeah, there's a single source of the music box. It seems to be further into the facility. I'd say about the midway point.
Yeah, it's gonna go towards that and then do a little investigation.
That is what you got.
Okay, and it's just this like music box in the middle of a
No.
space.
Well, you didn't send it internally. It's still above, right?
Well, I mean, like the goal was to like go inside.
I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
That's okay.
Okay,
no, that's
I
okay.
misunderstood.
Like she was definitely like sending it inside of whatever building.
Sure. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Is coming from.
Not a problem at all. Can you give me an analyze?
Yeah, for shizzles.
Thank you.
I think, especially after hearing the music, she's gonna be a little scared.
I appreciate that.
Just to be honest about it.
That's fair.
I appreciate that.
She's a kid. She's a kid. She gets freaked out.
No.
Okay. So that's fine. So you rolled a 5, which is a failure.
Yeah.
You send it in, and you kind of get the picture that when you first go in, this place is a little bit more alive. First off, nature has absolutely reclaimed so much of the facility. Vines, there's a tree growing in the middle of it all, and a hole in the roof, and a little bit of, like rainwater has come down through this area. But even then, the tree's just dying. I mean, most things are. Now, this used to be an entry point to what seems to have been a factory, but many of the internal walls have been knocked down to create a much larger space, thus exposing the actual skeleton of it itself. Machines of all sorts are like darting about here and there, performing peculiar tasks. Tracks crisscross the ceiling itself, leading to various back rooms above doorways, and the structure has been altered, hinting at modifications for the machine's purposes, whatever that is. Among the tech, however, you can kind of see like there are some screens that display some unintelligible data, a central terminal of some kind, some things that give the opinion, like you see some like framed pictures and what have you, that like knocked over, dust collected, cracked glass, etc., giving the impression that this used to be occupied by people who cared about such things. But then a cracking sound.
Am I picking this up in the PIP?
If you had to feed into the Omni tool,
Yeah, he does.
yeah, the drone just went gone.
My little drone baby disappeared? No more drone baby?
Hey, yo, Andromeda, what happened to that? Your camera fucked up, or?
So something found my drone. That's not ideal. Good thing it has a self-destruct feature. There's something in there, dude.
Fuck, I got stuff for people and like simulants. I ain't got things for something. That's why the fuck I was real focused on getting in this truck while we was out here.
Look, man.
I reach into my robes and pull out like so much of like the bladed weapons in Kilson City are like take after like the like katanas and like Eastern inspired knives. I pull out like a full on like cruciform hilted dagger.
Okay.
But the like it is fully blunted on the sides. It is more like a bar of metal.
Okay.
Oh, heard.
This might do something if you want it.
Nah,
Okay.
fucking.
I put it back in and pull out a sword that like is the matching part to it and go,
God.
this be better?
Yeah, I guess you're the guy for that.
You can have it if you want, or
You know what? Yo, pass me that cross, the smaller one.
oh, it's I mean, it was a dagger at one point, but yeah, here.
All right, appreciate you. Yo, I'm going in.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Several
Here,
of the machines.
give me your visor again. Hey, Cody, give me your visor.
Yeah.
Several of the machines stop what they're doing. Watch you as heads turn on one particularly large machine. You can see it's got like tractor. It definitely got tractors, but a very large monitor, like an old school CRT, complete with tubes, is still in the back. Odd components, including like an old timey factory whistle, has been mounted off to the side. Various fuel drums and oil containers, pipes and generators, and all sorts of stuff. That stops for a second, and you can see like two little eyes digitized on the screen, like following you. But on top of it is like two stalks of two little pipes poking up out of it, and on them are mounted stereoscopic cameras.
Well, looks like it's no such thing as going in here covertly. So if anybody's watching a feed, they know what's what.
Andromeda, one of the things that you did notice when you did your initial scan is that none of these things are talking back via radio or any other signal that you can pick up on to any other source.
Yeah, and I'll kind of pass that along to Cody. I'll say, dude, they're remote controlled, so there's a limit to their capabilities.
Kind of like your things, huh?
I mean, my things are a little bit more intuitive, but these things are like super simple. Like they've got one job.
But they're big as hell, so yeah.
Right, but like they're fundamentally like crazy simple, right? So they shouldn't be
a boulder's crazy simple, right? But it would still hurt if it rolled over you.
Okay, anyway, here, then she kind of fuddles with your visor a little bit, plugs it into her Omni tool for a sec, and says, I'll be able to get video feed of whatever it is you're looking at for later.
Bet.
You walk in. Anyone here, by the way, have any time restrictions? We're getting late. It's 11 o'clock.
Hey, I probably got to get a bit. Got to get a bit. Ah, my lord! Got to get to bed.
How much time?
Half an hour.
In a half hour? All right, so we'll call this in 30 minutes.
Heard.
Okay. Describe your actions.
So, Cody takes a moment, looks around to see like the best way to get in, and
there's a entrance. It's right there.
Yeah. Well, going to the front door has never been Cody's thing. So he looks to see if there's an alternate route.
Andromeda, you note that Cody is trying to do that. He's, taking a look around. You scan this place. Anything else has been completely barred up by nature.
I'll ping him and let him know. I'm like, dude, you got one entrance. That's it.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. I hate. Anyway.
Do you want me to go in first? Try to draw some attention to myself and see if you might be able to slip in.
Please do. Please do. Thanks, brother Alfred, for your very forward generosity.
You begin going in, Cody?
I'm waiting for Alfred to go in first.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I think, like, going in here knowing that his job is to kind of create a distraction, and with the kind of bearing that we've been approaching the place, I think there's a very real shift in his kind of, like, posture and bearing. Instead of the kind of, like, hands held in front of him, kind of very measured approach to things. He's got this like big, heavy, like cruciform sword out to the side, and just walks up to the door. And
there is no door.
Oh, there's no door. Sorry, my bad.
It is.
Yeah,
it used to be double steel doors, and they have since been taken off their hinges.
Yeah, then just going to kind of like hunched forward a little bit.
So as the drone camera showed you, this used to be a confined space, like the entryway into an office or some kind of like an antechamber, like a reception area or some kind of receiving area. However, all those doors have been knocked down. You can see the remnants of studs that are still on the concrete ground, but many years worth of treads running over them have worn that wood down. In other areas, aluminum studs are there, and many of them bent from various machines banging into them. However, so the entire area is expansive, as I said, and machines are like all around the place and really performing some odd things. You see one that has a broken carafe of a broken coffee carafe that is pouring into a non-existent cup, and it looks like it's just been doing that forever. You can see down at the bottom that there is just a brown patch of completely solid remnants of coffee. In other places, somebody else is pruning a non-existent bush. The only thing that remains of that bush is just sticks, and one clean area where the hedge clippers have been trimming for a very long time. However, now that the human eyes have gotten into things, you find yourself coming in and walking around a center area. The center area looks to be what could have been like at one point roller racks where you put something on it and then rolls along the track, and then kind of like what you would see in old airports and stuff like that. That whole thing has been replaced with metal siding, or in some cases portions of walls. Looks like the interior of this has been gutted and then used in other parts rather efficiently. But you will also notice that the framed pictures and stuff, in this case, you kind of see like a framed photo. You see 5 humans in lab coats at a distance. The photo lays flat with a cracked glass. There's also what appears to be like a printout of a Great Dane's face. And written down on it, it says Scooby. And it's an actual photo, but there's a post-it note on there that says R.I.P.
No.
Not Scooby.
Damn it.
All right. With hearing no immediate screams or squelches of flesh or bone, Kode is going to kind of like peek his head in, kind of get a read on what the situation as best he can, and follow behind Brother Alfred.
Okay. What are the other two of you doing, Haven?
Haven dissociated for 5 whole minutes. Where are we now in relation to?
You are wherever you wish you were. However, we have Brother Alfred and Kode are now walking in, and it appears that Andromeda with the Omni tool is trying to reconnect to a signal to a drone, which is no longer responding.
I think Andromeda, where'd the drone go? Like, where did you send it? What direction?
So I sent it inside of this building where there was a music box playing, and that's where Kode and Alfred are right now. They're checking that place out, because that's where my drone got axed. But Andromeda is gonna stay in the truck, but has connection through Cody's visor. So she's keeping an open comms and reviewing feed and footage to pipe him information, but he's also piping her information. I'm basically the getaway driver here.
Got it. So I feel pretty secure with her staying there. So I'm gonna go behind Brother Alfred.
Yep, the 3 of you then come in. I'll repeat it for you. There are tracks on the ceiling, some kind, and they go throughout the facility. Above door frames, holes have been created in the walls above door frames, etc. And these tracks are running around all over the place. Various machines are doing little odd jobs I think you picked up. excuse me, on that. There's
Yeah.
some pictures and other remnants of human occupation at one point, and other than that, it's it's fairly open area.
Cool. Perfect. Yeah, that was all while I was getting my water. So
Okay.
we're good now.
Cool. Take it from here, guys.
Yeah, I think Alfred's kind of main goal here was to draw attention and be a distraction so Kode could sneak in. So kind of clearing that first threshold, I think he's just gonna kind of revert to a past life of rabble rousing and start like banging this dulled sword against whatever he can and be like, what the fuck do we got here?
What the fuck?
Wow. Extending down from the ceiling, you can see like down from the tracks. There's and entering into the room. It's like you see a mechanical arm come down, and attached to it is a large interface that remains about 10 feet away. And as it lowers, a life begins to flicker on it, and you hear,
Hello, dear guests. I am Pax, primary accelerator and executor of this facility. How may I be of service today? Remember, our kind mission is always merge with machine and beast for a brighter tomorrow.
Oh my god.
you see like eyes and a smiley face, which was flapping along with the words.
You said your name's Pax?
That is correct, and I am here to serve you.
Alright, what the fuck is this place?
Well, this place is, we are the experimentations and the factory. Would you like service?
I'm good for
Yeah.
now. What does this factory produce, Pax?
Oh, it conducts the experiments of the Dr. Ellis.
Tapping my visor so Andromeda sees.
Yeah, Andromeda's like seeing all of this and she's frantically like going through her Omni tool. We don't have like reception here, but she's definitely like got some shit downloaded. So she is essentially doing the like, you know,
Local access.
cyberpunk version of like flipping through an encyclopedia, being like,
Yeah.
okay, what is a PAX? Okay, who is Dr. So-and-so? And it's just like manually trying to like puzzle through who this is to try and get these guys some info.
Sure. The first thing that you do note is that there is a mention of a PAX. This
Okay.
came out in a white paper like about 5-6 years ago. It was a Dr. Ilara who had been creating something having to do with AI, creating like service machines in order to benefit humanity, that kind of a thing. And PAX actually stands for Primary Administrator and Executor, with the X in executor being the key.
Yeah, I'll shoot that to Kode. And it like pops up on your visor. It's like a little clipped out version of my little encyclopedia that explains what PAX is and who it's affiliated with.
I need to get water, but yeah, you go ahead. By the way, you were able to hear that because that came out of the building. Yo, that speaker in that thing is blown, so feel free to repair it if you need to. If you have the ability.
In meat space, Cody's gonna walk over to Haven and be like, "Yo, you see where that fucking thing dropped down?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if it's got a home. Like maybe it goes back on its tracks to a maintenance room or something."
Oh, that's fucking smart. I was gonna shoot it.
I was gonna ask her where Dr. E is.
Yeah.
It's always good to have a secondary means of getting where we gotta go. So, I'm gonna run there right now.
Okay. All right. I'll be here.
So you guys see kind of right outside of the visual, this robot camera thing that is talking to Brother Alfred, and I used my parkour to follow the rail. You said it came down and went through like a rail system.
Yep.
To arrive with it. I'm basically going to reverse, like go along the rails.
It goes all over the place, and it'll go back into a factory area.
That's what I'm trying to head.
Yeah, sure.
Head to the room to where it's serviced.
And in there, this is where you begin hearing that music box. Do you enter into that area?
Oh, yes, that was my objective.
That is exactly where you go. Okay, all right, that's fair. So this is an extension of the same space, and it's just filled with like humming machinery and rhythmic movements of droids at work. Definitely of advanced nature as compared to the machines outside, though still rudimentary as compared to what we find in Callisto City. They're crafting their own kin, using a bizarre combination of like machine parts and scrap metal and even old farm equipment. As for the music box, you can see one is like moving around, and every now and then its arm rotates like a crank to wind up something that is now a part of it, and that is a music box inside. And it seems to be moving in time. When you look at it, it looks like that it could have been a remnant of an animatronic from some kind of like a holiday display within Callisto City at one point.
Hey, Haven. I don't know if you could do the thing through like my visuals, but this is fucked up. But two, I think we might be in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could. I don't think I've ever been able to do that before. Don't you have what I could do?
Yeah, walk me through it. Fuck.
All right. What am I doing? What am I trying to read?
So there's this weird machinery here, and this looks like a fucking like a parade thing. I don't know what the fuck this is, but whenever I do this, because I don't have the right ways of doing it, I can't get my emotions get all fucked up. So if I pass out, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna try to see if I can focus in on it. Steve, I'm gonna use search feelings.
You got it.
I'm searching them through scared on here because this is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I got a 9, so a partial success.
Oh, I will use my Seeker special because earlier in the car, when you talked about the not seeking forgiveness, and I kind of connected with you on that. When the Seeker shares a moment of intimacy with someone, be it physical or emotional, you each gain 1 hold. Spend the hold 1 for 1 to cause the other person to think of that moment, helping or hindering them across a distance and boundaries. I choose which. I'm choosing to help across the boundary of this wall between us.
Oh, I love it.
That's perfect. So the end result is it's going to give them...
I roll help hinder.
Yep.
And I think in this moment, kind of that human connection between them, seeing Kode go over the wall or into that factory area.
Sure.
I think is enough to kind of bring Alfred out of this kind of past life that he kind of stepped into for a moment to cause this distraction.
Sure.
Storied past.
And kind of straightens up and tries to send, knowing that Haven and Kode, they've both talked about seeing emotions and everything, exhales, and Haven, you're still with him. You can see this kind of mixing red anger and blue sadness kind of all pulls into his center and just out with the breath, and it's just a flickering gray white of peacefulness as I try to push any calm emotions I can towards Kode.
Wow.
And I will roll this with...
Cool. This is way better than the cotton candy from before.
That's an 11. So they take you get a +1 to bring you up to a 10.
Fuck yeah.
So, Cody, as you went to search feelings, let's see, are there specific questions that you would want to ask, or, well, you're just getting the emotional residue from the area, right? Okay.
Right.
There's 0 emotion in this area. It's devoid of it. We're dealing with machinery. That can be somewhat expected.
Okay.
But when you tap into it and you extend it out, you can feel an immense pain, subdued, as if it's too weak to fight for itself anymore.
Oh, I don't like that. Almost instinctively.
From behind in the main room, you see the monitor go like that. It begins moving down a track and then coming up from behind you.
I see that you would like a tour. Is this anything that I might be able to assist you with?
The monitor lowers down and you can see like 2 dots of eyes and a little smiling mouth talking to you, Cody.
Take me to your operator.
I'd be more than happy to. Hi, I am the operator.
You have a creation protocol. Meanwhile, Cody's lowering himself down, no longer like in the vicarious situation along the rail.
Of course there is a protocol. All AI must have protocol. Would you like to know our protocol?
Please, that
Absolutely.
would help.
Recalling protocol rule number 1. Merge with machine and beast for a brighter tomorrow.
Do we hear this?
Do you?
You can hear it.
I got you guys linked through Andromeda.
Now keep in mind, where Cody is just further down this expansive area.
Yeah.
Remember, most of the walls have been completely knocked down, so in a way you can kind of see this happening. It's far away, but it is there.
Cody, people are beasts. Beasts are people. People are beasts. Beasts are people. People are machines.
This link, has it had any recent additions, and do you have any methods of separating people who are consenting to this? Any beasts consenting to this procedure?
Consent seems to be beyond the means of our protocols. Protocol rule number 1. Merge with machine and beast for a brighter tomorrow.
What is your second protocol?
No second protocol has ever been defined by Dr. Elias.
What is Dr. Elias's current location?
Unknown.
Is there any way I can assist you with this?
Absolutely. We would love your assistance. Tell me, factory worker, where have you been assigned?
I have been assigned to outside maintenance.
Perfect. Many of the machines outside are no longer in an operable condition and do not respond to the latest protocols that we have developed within. If you can upgrade those units, then we would be able to make them much more efficient. Just like you.
I will be right on that as soon as I am outside of my jurisdiction to make sure everything is working properly, aight?
According to the operator's manual, all maintenance has full access to this facility. Feel free to begin your work.
And it goes, loads up and like rolls across the track and
Shit.
Hello, dear guest. I am service today. Remember,
Get the
merge
fuck
with
out of
machine
there,
and beast
dude.
for a brighter tomorrow.
Oh,
and it's
shit.
looking at you, the monitor looking at each of you in there. Haven,
Yeah?
we're going to say that you are near the photograph where you can see the 5 in lab coats. And here you can see a tall woman with the tight button glasses holding a clipboard, smiling. You see a shorter man with a beard and like a pen tucked behind his ear. You see another one like a youthful individual with a streak of blue in their hair, like totally beaming. You see an older gentleman balding with a kind face and a pendant around his neck. And then you see Okay,
Yeah.
it looks like reconnection successful. We should be
Okay.
back.
There we go. We're back.
Okay,
we're
cool.
good.
Cool. Is it the dog? You asked, Haven.
I know. I want to try something. I'm going to. I look at this picture. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I'm like, beast machine. And then I look and I pick up like a rock.
Yeah, sure.
I'm like, hey, Pax,
Yes, how may I serve you?
are you a good boy? Are you a good boy?
I am not a boy nor a girl nor any particular gender identity. I am a machine.
Are you a good dog?
I am not a good dog. No dogs are currently on premises.
Are you a good machine? And I'm gonna throw the rock to see if it fetches it, like instinct.
The monitor stares at you as the rock sails by it.
Fuck. It's not the dog. Is it the dog?
Kind of picking up on Haven's vibe. I'm gonna go. Come here, Scooby. Come here, Scoob.
Unfortunately, Scooby is now deceased.
What happened to Scooby, Pax?
That's a very good question. I was not present when that happened. It is an unfortunate event.
How long have you been here?
I have been here since the beginning.
And you hear a thunk, thunk, thunk of metal footsteps from behind, and you can see the heavy, like humanoid, or the heavy, like bulky thing. It's like standing in the doorway, just kind of like leaning over with its head tilted. It has no eyes, no face. Its whole head is nothing but like an oil can.
Does that one have a name, Pax?
It does not. It does not deserve one.
Everybody deserves a name.
Machines do not get names. That is a
You
human fallacy. I have been given a model number.
Pax.
Correct. It is a definition of my function. An acronym, to be correct.
What's its acronym?
It does not have one. It is no
I
longer
think
within service.
Alfred senses a debate, and he kind of like steeples his fingers and goes, "But your insistence on saying it, Pax, makes it a name."
I am Pax,
Correct.
in much the same way that you are human.
No, you are Pax in the same way I am Alfred.
That is not correct. I am the only Pax, this is true. If other models of me had also been created, they too would be called Pax.
Certainly, there are other Alfreds out there.
But there is only one Pax. If we create another, then they would also be called Pax. This conversation is no longer of entertaining value to me.
This while this exchange is going through, I will do another parkour run if I have to.
Okay.
But I'm going to that I need an adult kind of feeling.
Where's the grown-ups?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting to them because someone being in pain means that it's something living that I do not currently see. So I'm still scared. Wow. All right.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 13.
Where do you parkour?
So you described I felt the sensation coming from somewhere. I'm
Far
going in
back,
that
right. So
direction.
you have the entry area, and
Yeah.
then a full extension of this very large facility. You have the
Yep.
entry area where Pax is and everyone else is, and then you just
Okay.
have the extension of that, which seems to be the factory. The only thing that really obscured this area from seeing this area is the like the remnants, just the skeletal structures of the building, etc.
Heard. Yeah, no, I'm heading straight there, avoiding all harm, leaving.
Sure. Yeah, you go all
Getting
the way
there.
back, and you are in that same area. You see the same odd bots, each of them doing their own odd thing.
Am I able to see what? I'd have to do it again, wouldn't I? I'd have to search feelings again.
You would.
Fuck. This fucking thing gives me a headache every time. Hey, Haven. Alright, so that shit, it may not be tiring for you, but it really tires me out. I think I've found something.
Are you near that music box again, Cody?
I am.
What are we doing with
This is
that?
freaky as hell, man.
You're
I don't
looking
know if you
inside
should
of
be
that.
there.
You're looking inside of that back area where bots are building other bots. Some with some success, like kind of have an arm which is just able to, you know, do its thing. Others have heads that are just spinning around.
Yeah.
The feeling that you get, unfortunately, is lost on you. You know that it is there. You're able to feel it. And it's not coming from any of these things.
Haven, I need you here.
I could try. There's a.
No, I can talk to Pax more and try to keep him distracted.
Okay. Don't forget that there's this tall thing.
The tall thing is in the entryway where everyone had walked in, and it's not blocking it. It's actually off to one side, and it just seems to be like looking in curiously.
Just being a creepy.
Oh God! Damn.
All right. I'm on my way. Parkour.
As
So-
Haven goes, I'll talk to Pax to.
Yeah,
Try to
you
keep
begin to
that-
talk to Pax as the party is now evenly divided.
We're all separated. This is great.
Split the party!
It's perfect for a horror episode. We're all by ourselves.
So
or anything
Haven is in the back with him. What are you doing, Haven? Oh, Haven's talking.
Oh yeah. While Haven's en route, I'm basically helping make sure she gets here safely. I'm like, watch out for the pipe labeled 6. It's a high temperature.
You are
wanna
so
hold
very
on to it.
clearly, obviously moving around by pipes, you might as well just walk. Seriously,
Yeah.
there is no advantage whatsoever. You're either hanging from the ceiling or walking on the ground.
Yep.
And if you are walking on a track and this thing comes, it's going to like probably take off a couple of
Take you
fingers.
out.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. I see the one. I'm gonna keep walking. Do I see him?
Yeah. Oh, you see Cody. He's right there.
Yeah. You made
Oh.
it. Yeah, you made it.
There we go. Cool. Okay. What am I looking at? What is?
You see
what am
again bots assembling bots.
No, I know.
Oh.
What I'm looking at. Haven doesn't know what she's looking at. What am I feeling? What am I searching?
There's a fucking like a really deep fucking sadness, a pain here.
It
And
is subdued.
The more I look, the tireder I get, and we gotta pinpoint this because it's like the only thing that is like living. I think
We're going to turn back to Alfred through the eyes of the monitor, taking a look at the figure in front of Pax.
Pax, when you said Dr. E isn't here,
That is correct.
when was the last time they were here?
I would approximate 3 years ago. Ever since that, her signal is no longer responding.
Where was the last place that you had her signal respond?
Within this facility.
Within this facility. And then, still kind of talking to Pax, gonna turn to the big guy by the door and go, now I know you said it doesn't have a name, but what is this one's purpose?
It is to clear any of the pavement or pathways that lead into the facility should our researchers come back.
And Pax, you said your primary protocol was to, correct me if I get the wording wrong, but to merge beast and machine?
Merge with machine and beast for a brighter tomorrow. One moment, please. It seems that there's activity that also requires my attention. Hello. I see maintenance is currently being conducted in this area. If you require any additional parts, I will be more than happy to assist you. However, does this one need a tour?
And you can see the monitor kind of shift to look at Haven.
Yes. Well, there's a couple of parts that we're gonna need over here. You might.
While you
Better
talk about
not.
that, I am so sorry to take it away. I want to get Stacie in. Stacie, you are in the facility or still outside?
I'm in the car.
He's still in the car, so you're still a distance away.
Andromeda is essentially like the getaway driver. Like if shit hits the fan, she's going to drive in or she's going to drive away.
It has been like no joke about 35 minutes that they've been in there.
Yeah, and in this meantime, she's been feeding Kode information, downloading she can't really download stuff, but like uploading the visuals from his feed.
Sure. Then here's what you notice.
Yeah.
So at one point, about 10 minutes ago or so, the big hulking figure heads up, brushing the pathway. Notice that the rake had broken, and then has the pole, and holds the pole in its one hand and goes over to the door and just kind of like leans in, and it's been stuck there. Then about 15 or 10 minutes later or so, it finally backs away from the door, and you guys inside also see that it's backing away from the door and kind of turns around and comes back around. It starts moving towards the truck area and begins sweeping again with now just a stick.
Oh.
It begins moving. The stick gets caught between its legs, and it kind of tumbles forward for a second, and its foot catches its fall. It does not fall, but in so doing, you can see like a portion of the metal came over to reveal 2 white bones.
Oh.
And we'll pick this up next week.
Oh, glorious.